Good evening. Welcome to the Allsigns. What's up? How are you guys? Hey, Shelly. Joanne, how you doing? Hi, Donna. Hi, Janet. What's up? Melissa. What's up, girl? How you doing? Odelia, welcome in. What's up, Twinkle Star? Good evening, Sunset James. Hi, Mac. What's up? Spinning hugs for the Mod Squad. They are here this evening. Your concierge down in the chat. All right, we're going to hang out and have a good evening. Check out what's up for you and your person's feelings for the week ahead to set the tone for what will come in the collective readings later this week. Hi, I'm Archer, and if you are new here, welcome. What's up, Oof the Cookies? Sweet Stacy. Oof the Cookies, every time you come in is like your first time. It's like, hi, welcome. Got a little bit of tarot news for you guys going on. Do a little checkup, see what's been going down across them webs. Is after an awesome little conference with Akish Patel, I think was his name, with Archer's AdSense account. I did find out that the reason notifications don't go off is because of how many people are on YouTube. So a way to streamline it so you do get notified, not just here, but all the channels that you like to get notifications on, is because there's so many channels uploading and setting premieres and releasing lives at certain times that a lot of notifications go out. And then there's even more people that are watching. And so there's a lot of incoming. So like you subscribe and have the bell turned on for every channel. That's a lot of notifications that like hit at like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., so on and so forth. So to streamline it, if there's channels that like you check on regularly or that you don't need the bell for, you can stay subscribed to them, but turn the bell off, then leave the bell set to all for the channels that you do. It streamlines the amount of notifications YouTube has to try to pump out all at the same time, and you'll start getting more notifications for the channels that you like. All right. And then the other ones, I mean, maybe it's nothing personal, right? Maybe you just like there's some you don't need the notification on because you check them out every day. You type in their name and you go to their channel or whatnot. But it'll help streamline the ones that you want notifications for. All right. And on this channel, I do this every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. That's our new time slot for the fall runtime. All right. So thanks for being here. And we're getting back up to par where I'll be doing some more pick-a cards and fan messages. Cards and coffee. All right. We are still going to be doing those, trying to make that like a everyday weekday thing. All right. So that, because I have closed the personal readings for a little bit because of stuff going on with my life. So, and apologies for that, of course. But Frankie's Tarot, she's still got hers blocks open. So if you check out her website at Frankie's Tarot, you can still book personal readings. And she sells these awesome candles too. She sent me this one here. So definitely worth checking out. All right. And her and I'll be doing some collabs later in that What's Nuts because her birthday is coming up. She's November 14th, Scorpio. But check her out and everybody else that is listed on the Archer Network, the homepage. Those are the channels I subscribe to, the ones I believe in, support, and trust. All right. And in other news, definitely keep your heads up for AI Tarot. It is going around. All right. Best way to tell is when you're looking at a table setting and you see the candle lit, watch the candle flicker. You'll see it's a loop. And that'll be your dead giveaway. Just so you can keep. I'm not even saying nothing against it, but AI has kind of taken over. It's getting a little crazy when I look up like Titanic stuff, and there's 5 funneled ships and ships that don't even look right, 6 promenade, whatever. But so it's okay. It just lets you keep. I'm not saying don't watch AI Tarot. Who knows? For all we know, it might be better. It's void of human emotion. Who knows? But just that way, you know, if you're watching a human being or if you're watching a Picasso painting. All right, all right. So and watch out for the tarot trolls. All right. There are some leaving rude comments to people. There's ones pretending to be tarot readers going out and about. So just make sure to keep your head on a swivel. Your average, usual, all real tarot readers here on YouTube, we don't have WhatsApp. We don't reach out to contact you and like we have some divine message. You must send us Apple gift cards. And we don't do that. All right. So just keep your heads on a swivel. Page of Swords safely. The Archer link tree, that'll take you to all the safe to click links for this channel, like where the base covers and original songs, interviews, pick cards, all the playlists, stuff like that. And we'll be getting more into that. So thank you guys for being here and subscribing. We are still working on getting me up to the 100,000 subscriber mark for Christmas. That was all I asked for Christmas this year. And if we can pull it off when it comes, I will wrap it up and we will do a live all signs type reading though, but it'll just be a cards and coffee super chat thing. No super chats required. We'll open it live on camera, hang it up on a wall, because it's not for me, it's for all of us. We're a family, and I'm here for you guys. All right. So, and then I'll answer questions. No super chats required until I can't talk no more. And final story, final headline. would be thank you to Aquarius and Pisces especially, but all of you who checked out those readings. The spell work that Blondie's been sending out has been deflected, and I'm starting to feel better. And I do thank you for your continued prayers for me through my spell work. It's some rough spell work when it gets unleashed out there like this. You guys might even be subjective to it as well. It's the type that can end relationships. It can end sanity. It's some scary stuff that people really shouldn't dabble with, stuff I don't believe in. But it's out there. It's a thing. And thank you guys for your prayers. If you weren't tuned to it, just send a prayer my way or keep me in your thoughts so that we can protect, deflect, and reflect and return to sender the bad juju. You know what I mean? All right. You guys ready for this? What's up, Miss Jolie? How you doing? Spinny hugs, girl. Dolly Mae, Limitless. What's up, Linus, Kitty Cat? What's up, Maria? Thanks for coming. Gabriella, hello, hello. All right. You know how we do it here. Whatever message comes out, good, bad, or indifferent, I'm going to convey it across to you, but no worries. When you're with me, you're totally protected. I'm your ride or die, got your back, and I'm your Christus. All right? So let's begin. We're going to take it from the top, from Aries to Pisces, and let's do it. All right, let's see. Aries, we're going to start off for you at 622. So what's up? How you doing? All right. Thank you for subscribing, being here, being a part of this, and definitely hang out and be a part of the fam. Hype like the reading, and subscribe because I'll be doing your collective reading every week. All right. Let's see what we got. Think about your person, Aries, and God tap me in, tune me into Aries' energy. Give me everything you got for Aries in their person. Hold on. My jacket got tucked on the chair. All right. What do we have for Aries? Give me everything you got for Aries. Both sides of the fence. What do we have for Aries? Let's see what we've got. All right. Ready? 2 shuffles. Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the amazingly awesome Aries. Here we go. Over energy, the King of Swords. I mean, I don't mind the King of Swords. King of Wands is behind that as well, too, on the Knight of Cups. Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Gemini energy. Somebody that's thinking before taking action on something. All right, let's see what we got. The World card. Cool. 8 of Pentacles. I think they're working on closing a cycle. And your guardian angels with the 3 of Pentacles are helping. All right, so let's see what's up. The Lovers. Nice. The Star card. Right to the Ace of Cups. It's not over yet. And the 9 of Wands. Bit of an apology after somebody's kind of tired out. Sagittarius, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn. World card hits for everything, but I'm even pulling some Taurus vibes off of this at the moment. It's like it's not over, but something had to come to a close in order for this Ace of Cups to show up because it's almost happening in a direct order. King of Swords is pulling the most weight right now for you because it's like you just want to be heard, right? They never really make the time for you to, justify your reasons for even why you feel the way you feel. They just never really pay attention to it. Guardian angels are protecting them, okay, at the moment. Tells me maybe you guys aren't speaking. Lover's card on the Star card, though, that's the major arcana, Gemini and Aquarius, and there's a lot of air energy. All right, so your person's up in their feels, and I feel like it's transmitting over to you, too, about closing this cycle out. You know how they never keep the plans that you two made? For some reason, they bring that up right out of the gate. Like, they feel bad about it. 3 of Pentacles, guardian angels right now, as we head towards Scorpio season, all right? It's given the vibes as the spirits are a little more lively, all right? God kind of, lets them have their 3-day pass. Maybe some of you guys, you or them are in the military. But it's that little bit of an energy on this one that they're hanging in with your person and kind of showing them, like, relationship past, present, and future to get them to really focus on doing some work on themselves, all right? Maybe their dreams aren't quite as nice as yours right now, but they always seem like they were against you, and yet they weren't. And with all this sword energy, they can't get you off their mind. Let me see what's up with the Lovers and the Star card, because this is the point here that when we cross through this major arcana, the Ace of Cups on the 9 of Wands shows up. Cancer, Sagittarius energy. Your them could be born on the 17th or the 7th. The 6th and the 3rd are here. 13th, the 23rd comes out. The 21st, the 1st, and the 9th or the 19th possibly. All right, let me see what's up with these air cards. It's almost like with this World card, this is almost like right now. where they're getting it out of their head or getting unstuck. So it's almost like this area here later in the week ahead is more important almost. Death card. See, it's all major arcana at this area. Justice and the Four of Wands. I feel the energy of reunion. Some of you guys, this could be your twin flame that's gone through their dark night of the soul and they've been doing the shadow work to transform. All right. Libra's going to be later on this week. They will be live this week. The Scorpio energies entered the chat, and that twin flame vibe is totally coming off of this right now. That explains why they can't get you off their mind, but it's more regret than like ego. So there's a bit of an ego death going on their side of the fence right now. All right. Scorpio, Libra energy. Some of you guys, it could be a Scorpio, Libra cusper. I don't know why. For some reason, I feel that vibe pretty tight. It's almost like the way that you're on their mind really slows down their progress. All right. It's why they're in the air energy. Like they'll just be going about their day doing their business and you pop up on their mind and they start thinking about like what they did wrong or they're getting like a refresher course on it. They never really dove in full on this. Page of Pentacles to the High Priestess with the Empress shows you're going to be receiving a message. Leo energy's here too with the Strength card. I want more than the Four of Wands though. I'm really kind of interested in what they're going through to change more than anything. Because I don't think you thought they'd ever change. That might be why like God's directing me in this direction. Being like, focus on this part for a second, Archer. Seven of Swords. The Knight of Swords and the Six of Swords. They're realizing that like guilt by omission or lying to cover it up, like not telling you their reasons in a way was kind of a form of lying. But the King of Cups, the deception is what they're working on. All right. Pisces energy comes in on this. Ooh, I think more than your dominant rock going into Scorpio, I actually think Neptune retrograding back into Pisces is more transformative. They might already be feeling the energy, especially for those of you that are dealing with a Pisces. The avoidant ways, those became a lot to put up with because it kept happening in the same cycle on repeat, right? So once they were ready at that point, then like you were ready, but then they would act up like they weren't. So you were trying just to go all in, but they were always scared of opening up. King of Cups. Let me see if I can find out a little bit why. Six of Swords does show them seeing things from a different perspective, all right? They're kind of following the flow with the energies that are around them in the hermit mode. Could even be self-isolating. With the Fool card, they do have you on their mind. Told you. And they're wanting to take a little bit of a risk. Some of you guys might have a dog, or they do, like an ESA animal possibly even or something. Is it their temper that got to be a lot? Because like the avoidant ways turned into temper? Seven of Swords. Aquarius energy on that. I think that is like the biggest thing that they're feeling like they need to work on. Where they would kind of go off on you and you didn't suspect it. Queen of Swords. See, they want peace. And the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay. And there's the Queen of Wands. Violet Jezeb's entered the chat. There is a third time's the charm that comes in on this one. Peace on the Ten of Pentacles. They feel like there is something long-term with you. They just feel like they might have Queen of Swords it all and messed it up. For some of you, this might have been a same-sex relationship, possibly. Judgment-free zone. All right, I'm just pulling the vibes on it. Or both of you guys were in a masculine energy, or both feminines. Because remember, we all embody masculine and feminine energies, and it almost feels like both of your vibes, like left and right brain, they're just activating a similar vibe. You know what? They're still totally into you. They're just realizing they're the one that kind of gets in the way of all their success, Nine of Wands, and they're kind of burnt out on it. You know, like it's the vibes of like, as they've self-isolated, thinking it was a good idea with the Hangman, it actually gave them a chance to kind of like see things from both perspectives. Six of Swords. The Aquarius and the Pisces energy seems kind of strong here, but Gemini is too. Then you've got Cancer and Sagittarius, Leo and Virgo. Cusper energy is kind of strong too. Somebody was born on the 28th. The Fool card, the Three of Cups. Oh, they're good. They're talking to a friend about it too. Like, I think Aries might be the one that got away. Three of Cups on the Fool card. They're going to do it like they're going to take a foolish risk. It might even involve a little bit of liquid encouragement. I don't know. But maybe it's actually just the fact that they can walk away from anybody else in their life and they can't seem to walk away from you. That's kind of like the motivator in the week ahead that's driving them to reach out. I keep looking at the cup on the King of Cups, but it's telling me that, like, see how it's like, it's in this one, it's clear, or it's just milk because it's like white, right? I think it's actually that they do it to themselves. They don't actually need liquid encouragement. Maybe it's something they had to fight through or get over with. I don't know. But they really battle a lot of their demons. And the last one that's hanging out is the one that they're like, this is crazy. They're like, Archer, I've been through this before and I didn't care about it, but this time I care about it. And that's what's kind of locking me down a little bit. And I'm like, well, if it keeps happening, but with different people, then, like, do you think maybe it's you? And they're like, they're seeing it. They're seeing it from a perspective. I don't think they thought you'd give up on them, or they feel like you've given up on them. They don't realize you're here watching a tarot reading about them. That's the wild part. Capricorn and Cancer energy, they're not the way they usually were. 9 of Pentacles, single status, and the Hanged Man comes back with 3 of Swords. See? Told you you're the one that got away. That's what's gotten into this perspective. It's almost like that you're the one, in a way, getting in the way of all their successes at the moment because they can't get you out of their brain. And that's almost the point that's driving them to reach out. It's as if God is kind of showing them a little glimmer that, like, when you're in their life, things work out better. And he's not rewarding them after what the 3 of Swords did to you. And that's actually what's drove them to do the work on the 8 of Pentacles that brings them in with the King of Cups correct and healed for 3 of Cups for a union, this one that goes long-term with 10 of Pentacles. This is a very transformative week for you two. Keep us posted on this, all right? And you've got every sign showing up for you. Even for some of y'all, their chart is just going off the charts for you, all right? And it does seem like after this long period of silence, they're going to approach in a nervous way. But I do think it could happen in the week ahead for you guys, all right? I know they might look fine in their social media posts, but they totally want you in their life again. That 3 of Cups, I think it's all work-related stuff, all right? Interesting. All right, I can't wait to do your collective reading, all right? So I do hope that helps, and keep us posted here, all right? Thank you so much, Aries, and I love you. Peace and love, and I'll see you tomorrow, actually. It's cool. All right, love you, Aries. Please hype the reading and love the like on your way out. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and welcome to the family. All right, hey, Abby, what up? Aw, thank you, guys. Oh, that's cool. It's a Zodiac star thing on TikTok. Hey, Molly, thanks. What's up? All right, let's see. Next up on to Taurus. To everybody here in the chat, love the like for you guys, too. You totally deserve it. I'm here for you guys. Thank you for the hyping and all the good stuff, all right? Okay, next up, Taurus. Let's use this one, Taurus. Yeah, I like it. Ooh, cool. The Hanged Man, the 7 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. Aw, as soon as I see the 5 of Cups, they do miss you. All right, they might act like it, but they totally do. All right, Taurus, you're going to be at 1808. All right, let's see what we got here. And thank you guys all for being here, too. All right, Taurus, what's up? How are you? Thank you. Oh, hold on. Grab the microphone. There we go. All right, cool. All right, think about your person, Taurus, and tune me into Taurus's energy, God. Give me everything you've got, please, and thank you. And Taurus, your live reading's right after Aries, so thanks for being a part of this. All right, Taurus, what do we have for Taurus? Put Taurus in their person. I don't know why, but somebody's doing a lot of humming. It's kind of cool. All right, let's do it. Here we go. 2 shuffles. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck. Ooh, that was a sloppy shuffle. For the terrifically tenacious Taurians. Triumphant Taurians. Toro. Ooh, it actually came back right to where it was at. That's kind of cool. Hanged Man energy. Pisces comes in. 7 of Swords is still here. 5 of Cups is still here. Wow. It's like I didn't even shuffle it. We might need to rewind to see if I did. There is something coming back around. Look at that. Even after a reset in the energy, they're still in your energy. Okay. All right, we got the Page of Pentacles. On the Knight of Cups, whoa, 2 of Swords, 6 of Wands, nice. Page of Wands, okay. Into the Death card, ooh. Somebody's giving up player vibes. They're giving it up. 6 of Swords. All right, somebody's like just straight up, they're going through like just not even a glow up, they're growing up. Maybe somebody's on the verge of like a Saturn return or something, all right? But on the Page of Pentacles into the Knight of Cups, it's like they almost worry that they might have burned a bridge with you, Taurus. So it's almost like they came at you with their down talking again, trying to belittle you, and you just got to the point where you couldn't help but take a break from all of this. Two of Swords. But you're still trying to have a little hope and faith that there's something successful here. You might not even suspect it, but I do believe they're trying to have a little faith for it, okay? Almost like on this death card, it's a change of a heart, okay? Not a heart transplant, but a change of heart, right? Hey, Lioness, what's up? They still, whoa, this, oh, yeah. See, I think they have a history of self-sabotaging this, right? The Six of Wands tried to jump away. They're like, Archer, no way, no way. But I'm like, yeah, there's something successful in this one. It's like, just like usual, they would demand to talk about this like right now, and you'd ask to at least wait until morning or not carry it on because you had like work in the morning. And then Page of Wands, they would keep going. When they wanted to talk about it, fine. And then it's almost like it happened again, right? And then you're trying to function at like normal operation, but it's like on no sleep. But then every time that their death card, I promise it won't happen again, and you give them that chance, then it happens again. And this time just seemed like it was the one that was a lot. You know what I mean? Aquarius and Libra energy on this. Leo is here. There's also Capricorn, Virgo, Scorpio. Pretty strong Aquarius, actually. Justice. Libra just entered the chat. I think they're having a balance. And wow, it's like kind of worrying them sick on the Five of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, so they slow walked it, but it's the Four of Wands. It's like we're having another energy of like twin flame vibes. This could be another week of twin flame readings in the channel. I don't mind. I handle those very well. When everybody else was like, not it, I'm like, no problem. I can do that. Just, you know what it is? Maybe it got to the point that like, well, they texted or yelled themselves out and you tried to like just sleep through it and go quiet, but then they would keep it going and you start getting message after message after message. Or even though you lived together, it was just like they would keep going even if like your eyes were closed, right? I'm seeing a Taurus like laying in bed and being like, maybe they think I'm asleep, but they're still over there being like, going like a million miles an hour, right? Every time you would try to handle things in an appropriate manner, then they'd snap back and go off on you. And then promise it wouldn't happen again. And it got into like this repeat cycle, almost to the point that you tried to go in another direction. Star card to the Seven of Cups. The thing on this is they needed to walk away from that perspective. They're elevating. It's kind of like they realize that their energy is kind of last cycle at this point, right? Because you put up with an awful lot of stuff. Scorpio energy's here. Taurus. Ooh, could be another Taurus. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Cancer. There's Gemini too. Ooh, Aries again. Emperor card on the Wheel of Fortune with the High Priestess and the Two of Cups. So this is a pretty elevated connection. I got Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. This is like a deep twin soulmate connection, right? Somebody here still has their grandfather's compass. Side note that might connect you to the reading, but literally for some reason the compass really means something. It's kind of like every day was a bad mood day for them so much in that Emperor energy that it's almost as if their depression rubbed off on you, right? Because it's the energy that this is the reason like nobody really wanted to hang out with you guys anymore or hang out with them, and you got dragged into it because they didn't really have too much of a filter. But the High Priestess on the Two of Cups shows for some reason that this time hit them differently. Like, you know how every time they don't feel good, then they started to lash out and try to drag things down, and the fights always got like way too out of hand, right? Hey, what's up, Kimberly? What's up? Angel deck for Virgo? Oh, damn, totally. Some of you might be in the medical field, like a doctor, maybe a nurse, surgeon, even veterinarian kind of fits in this one for some reason. Give me a little bit more on this Five of Pentacles, because this is the thing that feels like it really hurts the most. That's a song I'm hearing. I forget who sang it. Who sang it? It's that what hurts the most, being so close, something like that. I think you got closer into this person's heart chakra than anybody else ever could have. Four of Swords. Page of Cups into the Star card again with the Strength card. Somebody here's got strong Leo in their chart. Somebody might even be a Leo moon. You know what? It's the constant comparing you to other people. that one would Five of Pentacles hurt the most. Like comparing you to their exes or comparing you to other people on the street. Even my male Taurus is then being like, oh, well, so-and-so's husband can do this, right? Or even just for even my female Taurians, that whole like, oh, wow, why don't you look like that? Or why don't you dress like that? Or why don't you... or like into the arguments and they're like, that's the same thing my ex used to do. And you're like, stop comparing me. That would be something that would hurt the most. It's like they never could let it lie. Like there's a form of like PTSD from their exes that they were still working through. Okay. Give me something on the Justice card because I think they're finding their way. Who's eating pizza right now? I just got drawn to the pizza like, nummy. 3 of Wands, 10 of Wands. It's literally that they realize that it is an old cycle that they're still embracing. And I'd love to give you something really like amazing and rainbow unicorny about it, but it's really that they just outgrew the phase. You know, like how they would never let sleeping dogs lie and it became too much? Like they would just constantly bring up stuff that you thought had already been worked through. And they're even noticing the things that you're posting online. They're seeing that you're trying to move on, but it's like you don't really want to give up on this either. 10 of Wands is a 3 of Wands. And it's just between you, me, and the camera. You know what I mean? Right? A little bit of that one person you might just little bit possibly consider giving them another chance, right? Some of this backpack resonates. I don't know what that means. 7 of Swords. They got to stop lying. Biggest thing on this. Just tell the Taurus the truth. Taurus likes the truth, right? That brings the most balance. 6 of Pentacles. It'd be so cool if I pulled the 6 of Pentacles, but because I brought it up now, it won't be the 6 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. Wah, wah. No, that was just for me. See, the Fool card on the 8 of Cups. The thing about it is that God had to, their arrogance. Okay. Aries and Pisces energy on this. Okay. So the thing about this is it's like God really had to step in on this one because things were getting a little too hot and their arrogance was getting a little bit out of hand. 8 of Cups. They needed to have a cool down period. 5 of Pentacles. So this really was done in order to protect you guys from like their verbal attacks, you know, while they would cool their heels. Then you guys can like set some boundaries going forward. 5 of Pentacles right into the Star card. All right. They're going to be open to talking. And it's really close because I started to say they're open to talking. Right. So it's like that close to happening, it feels like. Yeah. Then you guys can actually start moving forward. So you might even hear from them this week about it, where they're wanting to take a different approach to things with the Fool card with you. But then here's the wild part. On a side note, while all this is going down, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups tells me that you've also got, like, well, you're losing sleep to this dude or dudette, is that you got somebody in your friend zone that would totally dig you if you took them out of your friend zone. All right. Like straight up, they just totally kind of want you. So yeah, your intuition would actually be right about both people. All right. So, that'll be interesting. Maybe I'll grab on that for your collective reading. Let me know if you're interested. All right. Hope that helps. You got strong fixed energy. Aquarius, Leo, you and Scorpio, Sagittarius and Cancer hanging out here. Pisces and Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn. That's more Libra, Leo again. More Cancer, some Aries too. All right. And the dates I'm seeing that might resonate the most are about you or them. The 11th, 17th, and the 5th are here. 13th, 4th, the 10th, the 6th, and the 16th. The 3rd, the 10th, the 7th, the 30th, maybe even the 8th, and the 18th. All right. So I hope that helps. And we'll dig in deeper on this during your collective. All right. So subscribe, hype, and like the reading, please, and thank you. And thanks for interacting and being here and being a part of the fam. All right. I love you, Taurus. I'll see you later. All right. You are welcome. Hey, Kiara, what's up? Thank you guys for stopping by. Candace, doing good. Thank you. You guys, the prayers from Aquarius and Pisces really helped. It was nice. Thank you guys for continuing it too. Hey, Maria, what up? Mac, Melissa, Lioness, Mod Squad, everybody, thank you so much for everything you do for the channel too. You guys are awesome. All right, Angel deck. By the way, for Virgo, that request on the you mean the biblical tarot? Because I got like the biblical, and then I got the shadow deck. So I just want to make sure. All right. Okay, onward to Gemini next. Let's see what we got here. Hey, Mom, how you feeling? You okay? I'll text you and check in after the read. All right. I haven't actually busted out the biblical tarot yet tonight. Let's use it. Hey, Brittany. What up, girl? How you doing? Spinny hugs. All right, let's see. Gemini, let's put you at 3009. All right, let's go for it. What's up, Gemini? How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. All right, Gemini, think about your person, and let's see what's going on. All right, God, tap me and tune me into Gemini's energy, please, and thank you. Give me everything you got for Gemini. Let's do this to it. Let's go, Gemini. Supper's in the back seat and mom's home hungry. Let's do it. All right, give me everything you got for Gemini. I love reading for you, Gemini, because you just are like, Archer, keep it real. Don't sugarcoat it. Just give me what you got. You got it. King of Cups. You started this person on their healing journey. And much like Nehemiah building Jerusalem, or actually rebuilding Jerusalem, a lot of work, but they're working on it with the high priestess. You don't think they're even paying attention to it, but they are actually working to clear the Red Sea or red flags out with the magician. Somehow you triggered this person to actually want to do some work on themselves. All right, let's go. Give me 2 shuffles. Tap me in. Here we go. You ready, Gemini? Let's do it. 1 and 2. Boom. Shakalaka. Let's love this deck for the pretty fly Geminis, because all the signs say you're pretty fly for a Gemini. Holy moly, the King of Cups would not go away. They really want you to know they're working on themselves. You're either going to hear from them this week, the hype. This happened to Aries. Some of you guys might be dealing with an Aries, where the deck didn't change. It's literally the same cards that are here with the 8 of Swords. It's like we're at the stop point in the energies that something's getting ready to change and happen. All right, let's see where we go. Ooh, Star card, Aquarius energy. Judgment card for Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn. Where they weren't worried about money. King of Wands, like a lifestyle. 10 of Cups to the 4 of Cups. See, they know that like the right choice is you. 6 of Pentacles. Taurus and Aquarius energy on this come in. So you're just kind of tired of everything to get this person to commit. You have literally ran the gamut. It's almost like you're even doing a little reflection back, being like, I'm out of options. I don't know what else to do. I've tried to be there for him. I've tried to be King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. All right, hold on. Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. Rewind, take 2, right? 10 of Cups. It never happened. Like, it's almost like you guys had different visions for the future, but they were never wanting to commit to it and give all of themselves to you, but you would give all yourself to them, right? This person never saw a way to like compromise. Kind of really controlling though. King of Wands on the Queen of Pentacles. I think the reason that like, you know, they were never ready to go all in with you, and King of Wands energies, that's what led to the fight about most of this. It led to most of the fights in the whole connection, right? Where they kept putting Queen of Pentacles, they kept putting work or value or something before you, right? Maybe like their parents or something told them something like about, you know, like don't worry about love as much as money, or money's more important or something like that. Because the stability was like a pain in the backside. Kept putting work before you. Give me more on the Queen of Pentacles. I literally just heard something like, if you would just sit your phone down for 5 minutes. 4 minutes at this point with the 4 of Cups, because it's like almost it's what got you the most angry, right? 5 of Cups, the Sun card, and the 4 of Wands with the 8 of Wands. There's forward movement in your twin flame journey for those of you that do have the twin flame turned on, okay? If you subscribe to that journey, if not, I'm telling you what, your person, whatever title you wanted to put to them, they're being energetically drawn back in, 4 of Wands. But it does have it has a lot of the energy of a twin flame separation phase. You told them multiple times they weren't making any time for you. It's not like it came out of nowhere. You told them about it, right? Definitely runner vibes on this. Leo and Aries energy. You got some strong fire in your chart going on. You let it go until it hit a break point on the 5 of Cups. And I think that's what actually has them shook the most, because they thought they could totally keep this attitude up and kind of like you just keep taking it. King of Wands. But you totally got them thinking. And whenever I pull the 5 of Cups out, it totally tells me that they do miss you. There's genuine sorrow in the energy, especially when it's tied in with the Judgment card here, Scorpio energy. See the King of Wands? See how David's looking at his books there and his notebooks and everything? It's telling me that they're still going through old text messages in their phone. That's really, it's like your phones are energizing or keeping the telepathic connection between you guys. Because like you're holding your phone while they're holding their phone. They're looking in your text screen and it charges it. Okay. That's why you got them really heavy on their minds. More than they're on your mind. That's the wild part with this. But in traditional Rider-Waite, the Five of Cups tells me that, like, the Titanic deck explains it the best, that the guy's really sad he missed sailing on the Titanic, but then like 5 days later, he sees a newspaper stand and he's like, oh my gosh, I missed that boat. The vibes of like everything happens for a reason that comes in off of this with the prodigal son. I think the prodigal son does return though. It's like they chose a vice over you, okay? Regardless of whether it's like the job or the work, could be alcohol, drugs, something like that. But even like interesting, like online, like either sports betting or like it seems like it's more of a financial thing more than just your standard stereotypical like, well, they smoke the devil's lettuce a lot or something like that. It's like crypto or the online gambling stuff or something, right? Because it's almost to the point that they were like asking you for money or you were having to support them or something. Page of Pentacles, Justice card on the Eight of Wands. So the forward momentum is bringing in more balance. And the Queen of Wands, Violet Jessup, shows up as Deborah. Name Deborah might resonate to some of you guys. So the thing on this is whatever this thing was, it's costing you more than just your sanity, right? Because it's like, I keep getting drawn back to that, just sit your phone down for 5 minutes, you know? Pisces, Cancer energy is here. Sagittarius, Aquarius, could be another Gemini. Strong Scorpio vibes, Leo, Aries, even Taurus too. Hangman on the, whoa, look at this band of major arcana showing up. Five of Swords into Temperance and the Six of Swords. I do like seeing these in order because it shows with the Temperance card here that they're taking a more balanced approach as they process through the Five Swords, which represents the 5 stages of grief, to come into the Six of Swords of seeing things in a more positive, more optimistic perspective. Starlight, thank you so much. Spinny hugs, girl. I appreciate you. Love you. Thank you. Gemini, this reading is sponsored by Starlight. Some of you guys have been looking up at the stars a lot, and if you don't know it or not, they've been doing it too. Seven of Pentacles into the Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn and Taurus energy. The Earth energy is starting to take over. It's like they're grounding out, okay? So, like, I don't think they thought you'd ever stand your ground. Because look, this major arcana, which remember, major arcana signifies major shifts. It's almost like they didn't expect you to stand up to them, right? The thing on it is that it's at a point now that they're stuck where, because like, you know how they made you out to the villain to everybody? I really think they approached somebody to try to talk some stuff about you. And like, this is somebody that knows them, knows their track record, and really kind of put them in their place. And it Five of Swords them and stopped them, right? Where they needed to take a pause back to reflect on things. Even though it seems like they moved on and they don't care, they're really sitting with themselves right now after having their attitude put in check. And that's what got them to start elevating, all right? They found the one person that wouldn't put up with them, the one person that doesn't enable their behavior. I think that happens in the next 5 days. And in the last 2 days of the week ahead outlook is where things start to change. Seven of Swords, Two of Cups, and right back into the Queen of Wands with Three of Wands, answering the call of Abraham. So the energies are starting to pool together in order for this to be like the time to be right, all right? And with the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands, there might even be something in the Taurus reading for you, or you're dealing with one, because I got this twin flame and the soulmate connection. So this thing is a higher elevated, no wonder the fights got so rough. It's a high level connection. There's a lot of adjustments that are done right out of the gate on this one, all right? If they weren't going to change and thought you wouldn't stand your ground like this, that's what's got them stuck in their own emotions, Seven of Swords. Because they kept trying to make you out as the villain. And they're learning that more than just one person knows their track record, right? Especially the people who've known them for a long time. That's like, wow. So Gemini did the same thing as the last 4 exes all the way back to when you were in school or something. Right? They're realizing it's not going anywhere. Capricorn energy. Aries, Cancer, Aquarius. You know, it could totally be a Taurus. Strong Taurus vibes on this, but then you've also got strong Aries and strong Sagittarius. Scorpio's pretty heavy duty too. Then Aquarius and Pisces are here. It's almost like even though it seems like they moved on and don't really care, the thing about it is that after this attitude being put in check, combined with you opening their heart chakra up, it's what's starting to line things up and balancing it out differently for them. You know, you're the first person that they've cried over. That's really like, yeah, they really like their heart vibes, not in it until all of a sudden you and what this went through. You did awaken them. That's the thing about it. They're going through a dark night of the soul. Like you could literally make like a Netflix like docu series about it, because the dark night they're going through, it's going to lead to a runner not becoming the chaser so much as becoming balanced, but making the first attempt to reach out in your direction, right? Because in an era today where almost 80% of the world doesn't even want to be in relationships, if nobody chases, who makes the first move? This person's going to totally make the first move. All right. For those of you that have already gotten the message, you can trust in this one. All right. Totally, God would not have let them reach out. He would have had them like have no cell phone service, or their phone would stop working. Something would have happened. All right. So if you do have it, you can trust it and let us know where it goes to. Star card. All right. It's what you've wished for. I like this for you. You've given me some doozies too. I think the week ahead it's going to start looking better for you. I dig it. All right. So I do hope that helps. And I'll see you. I think tomorrow's your next reading too. So I'm looking forward to it. All right. Hype, like the reading on your way out, please. And thank you. And I love you very much, Gemini. I'll see you later. All right. Doop-a-doop-doop. Get strong water energy on that reading too. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. But Aquarius and Aries were showing up too. All right. Whoa. Page of Wands and the Hierophant. Oh yeah, Taurus. Don't forget about Taurus. Okay. All right. Maybe there's something in the Taurus reading for you guys. I don't know. But thanks, Gemini. I'll see you later this week. All right. And thank you to everybody for being here. Love you guys. What is up? What's up, Miss Jolie? Spitty hugs, girl. Hey, Todd. What you up to? Brittany, how'd I do? You ready for Cancer? Gabriella, what's up? How's it going? Hey, Vanessa. Let's do it to it. Melissa, Limitless, guys. Spinny hugs. I love you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are so generous. I love you guys. Thank you. Love the like for you. You all deserve it. And let's do Cancer. All right, Cancer. Let's use the Titanic deck for you. Let's see where this goes. 7 of Pentacles. Feeling almost like it's futile at this point, that you're just making it through, but you got. All right, let's see where it goes. Cancer, you ready? All right, let's flood that chat, Cancer. You know what we do around here. Let's see some crab. Let's see some butter for you, all right? All right, let's see what we got going on here. Let's do Cancer at 4242. Ooh, nice timestamp. Hi, Cancer. What's up? Thank you so much for being here. Let's tap in and tune in and see what we got for you and your person for the week ahead. All right, so think about your person. And God, tap me in, tune me in. Cancer, what's up? The deck jammed. When the deck jams, that tells me you need a spinny hug. So get over here. I'm going to grip you up. I'm going to spin you around till you start giggling. Your hair's going to blow in the breeze like you're in a Jeep with the tops off. Jeep wave. What up? All right, you might start feeling a little bit better, a little more happier and giggly. So let's tap in and tune and see what's up. Number 42 might even resonate to you, or something about April 2nd or February 4th. All right, God, let's do this. Tap me in, tune me into Cancer's energy, please, and thank you. Give me everything you got for Cancer. What do we have for Cancer? Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. The Titanic deck always gives deep readings. There were so many soulmates and twin flames that were separated by the sinking of the Titanic. All right, let's go. 2 shuffles. Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the crazy cool Cancerians. Because Cancer don't want no scrubs, TLC style. Let's do it. 2 of Pentacles. J. Bruce Ismay. What up, Bruce? I actually stand behind this guy because, you know what, this guy was vilified. He was the scapegoat of the Titanic, right? Some of you guys might feel like the energetical scapegoat of the whole thing, right? King of Swords into the 5 of Cups. They feel like they missed the boat. The Justice card shows them reflecting back like they know something's got to happen, all right? Because this woman, she's walking down the promenade deck. She's actually walking towards the back of the ship, and she's looking over her shoulder. And it's kind of like what the lookouts said during the inquiries, that they knew there was ice out there because you could smell it. All right, it's a thing. But it's almost, some of you guys might even be noticing the smell of their perfume or their cologne. All right, they're totally noticing yours. So let's go. Let's see what we got. 9 of Pentacles, cool. The Hanged Man, okay. Wheel of Fortune, Cancer, Sagittarius, Pisces. Virgo's in the chat too. More Sag, more Sag. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. They're carrying a lot of the responsibilities on this. You might not think so because the Hermit card tells me y'all ain't talking too much. But then the High, interesting side note. Some of you guys might feel like that, like you hear their voice like in your ear, or like somebody's nearby tugging on your ear or something. Letting you know you guys are still like on each other's minds a bit. 9 of Wands to the 10 of Wands though. Sagittarius energy is kind of strong here. I feel like they really definitely needed to work on their temper a bit, right? Because I mean, look at the heat of the boiler room, and it ran on an average about 120 degrees Fahrenheit down there in the boiler rooms. All right, so it's like this really kept the heat on here. It's like they wouldn't be just fine, like things were fine. Then they would start poking the bear every time, right? Hangman on the Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like that they knew what they were doing. The thing about it is that instead of just coming to you and asking for your time or your affection, they never really ever learned how to express love like that. All right. See how Captain Smith's got his death grip on the steering wheel here, which he really would not have done that, you know? But it's like they're in that Wheel of Fortune energy, which the Wheel of Fortune represents like a roundabout. So they're there, right? But it's with that death grip on the wheel that it's almost like they were getting in the way of it on their own. Pisces, Sagittarius, could be another Cancer for some of you guys. Strong Virgo energy too. High Priestess comes out though. Some of you guys, they've actually gotten a tarot reading on you. You might not even know it, but I'm feeling it's more the vibes of tarot kind of affecting their algorithm. Where all of a sudden they're starting to see those videos of like top 10 signs you met your soulmate and this and that. But all the stuff they find, it all points to you. It's kind of freaking them out a little bit. All right. Hey, what's up, Boingo Boingo? All right. 10 of Swords, told you, freaking them out a little bit. Fool card on the 2 of Cups with the Queen of Wands. Hi, Violet finally gets to show herself. There she is. What? I told you, I'm working. We'll talk later. Go hang out with Light Taller. For some of you guys, there might have been something going on behind the scenes because there used to be gossips about Light Taller and her, but I don't think there was ever anything going down because Lights was really committed to his wife. Magician card and the Ace of Wands. They've only got eyes and Ace of Wands for you. Secret behind the scenes, Cancer. Cancer. This is a family-friendly channel. Oh my gosh. Everybody in the Jeep, we're going to the river after this one because they totally still want to butter your crab legs. They miss buttering your crab legs. Stop it. Fire. Paging Dr. Beat. Emergency. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is freaky. But it makes a little bit of sense to me looking at it objectively. It's like they never really learned how to express the love off of that Wheel of Fortune, and that's what they've been working on. Maybe for some of you guys, they felt the way to it was either like buying your love, or even for my male Cancerians, Ace of Wands in your love, right? But the Moon card to the Chariot does show the fears of the unknown in this moon cycle. I mean, we're reading on like the most powerful of supermoons, and your dominant rock's the moon. No wonder you're feeling some type of way right now. Have you looked up there? Right? The thing about it is they fear like they missed the boat. That's your major arcana. Why does your major arcana always show up in your readings? Cancer, you are way more in control of the situation than you realize. Totally. And not in a mean, bad, vindictive way. It's just the fact that you got some angels behind you protecting you type of a vibe, okay? Be confident. Do the thing, say the thing, that sort of a thing, right? You know how, like, the thing about it is that because of them never learning how to express love, it's what led you to trying to guess what was going on between the two of you guys that left you feeling so confused and exhausted, right? Cancer Pisces energy. Scorpio's entered the chat too with the Queen of Cups, which tells me they're having a change of heart, okay? When these two keep coming out like this tonight, it's whatever advice they picked over you was the wrong choice that they made, even if it was just like the single life, because I don't have the 3 of Swords. They got like friends or family helping them, but they ain't got no relationship going on. They only their heart and their Ace of Wands belongs to you. So you're deep into them at a chakra level. All right. No wonder you're feeling the same frustration levels. 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands. It's like they want to reach out, but they just can't yet. Something about the 9th or the 19th might resonate to you. 7 of Pentacles is back. 7 of Cups. See. little bit of the human excuse machine that comes out. And with the Empress, you receive the brunt of it on the Seven of Wands. Leo energy, Taurus, Libra vibes come in. The thing about it is, you know what? Did you know? Random fact here for you. The stuff they're posting online is totally an attempt to still try to get your attention. Big time. Even like the stuff that you're like, I'm pretty sure that post is about me. Yup, you're good there. But you know the stuff that you're like, oh, that can't possibly be. Nope. In a way, you've become their Ace of Wands Empress muse, that you're kind of driving the boat. All right. You're a bit of their propulsion system. All right. But in a good way, not a bad way. The thing about it is that this is kind of what they would do, right? The stuff they'd been through before you, clear back to their childhood for some in cases, Six of Pentacles on the Lover's card. It's the fact that they were so used, they've been around such drama, narcissistic energy in their lives, that it's what they've become accustomed to, right? They never loved someone in a way that they loved you, and never been loved by anybody in the way that you love them. Hope that makes sense. Aquarius energy comes in. Gemini's pretty strong too, along with Taurus. So it's kind of like that they were so used to fighting because of their exes that they never knew how to have a drama-free Six of Pentacles reciprocal relationship. Okay, somebody here might even work at a casino. Somebody might gamble a lot. I don't know. But the big thing about this is that I'm being told look deeper. Hold on. Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords, that's a noun. It can be a person, it can be a place, it can be a thing. Two of Wands to Temperance. I really feel like they chose themselves over you. That's their safe zone. Okay? Now, for some of you, you did caught them cheating on you. All right? And I'm not calling out the cheater energy. You got to know this for sure for confirmation. All right? That's a 3D real world thing to see. Hey, Jeff, what up? Learning to see me. Hey, Janet, what's up? That's on you to know, because the Three of Swords, it could be a person, it could just be a mindset, it could be an attitude adjustment. It doesn't always have to go right down that road. You know what I mean? I really think Three of Swords is just it's like an addiction to drama. They were so used to it that a calmer version of the relationship was not the norm, and it took them out of their comfort zone. All right. Cardinal energy is pretty strong. Libra, Capricorn, and Aries could be another Cancer for some of you guys. Sagittarius, Capricorn is here. Strong Pisces. Leo, and more Aries too. Gemini's sticking out pretty strong too. So the mutable energy seems strongest right now. Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius. All right. Whoa. Doesn't got to be their sun sign, but it's definitely the part of their chart that's activated for you. Three of Swords. The Tower card. See, there's no Three of Swords. There's no, like, the only thing here was their ego in the most way. Like, they might be trying, but it's like a friend, a family member, a parent, somebody that's like on their side, maybe even a father figure or something with the Emperor. Thomas Andrews coming in. All right. But on this Tower card, they're not getting rewarded any more than you are for what they put you through. Four of Cups on the Tower, Scorpio and Cancer energy. The biggest part in it is that I think the Three of Swords here on the Tower card, it's their own insecurities. The insecurities was kind of the vice that was still in control of them, and they chose it over you, right? They know they made the wrong choice, though. Lover's card on the Six of Pentacles, you were the safe bet. It was just a big adjustment, a big change. All right? Maybe it's like the thing is they weren't really looking for a relationship when they met you. But they tried it because you did start to open feelings that they never felt or experienced before, and that freaked them out a little bit, right? And so by default, since they didn't know how to do it, they used their standard territory. So you got a glimpse of like how bad their exes treated them. Straight up. All right. This person went through a lot, even for my female Cancerians here. This is a guy that dealt with some female narcissists, some man-eater vibes. They weren't used to like the loving, the caringness, taking care of them, looking after them, cooking, cleaning. Even my male Cancerians, I'm told you knew your way around a barbecue. You know what I mean? So it took them so far out of their comfort zone. That's what got them there. But they do still have feelings for you. The Tower card shows that it happened in that point, that it's almost like they feel like they messed this up. Something got in the way, right? Ooh, hold on. TikTok puzzle piece. Hang on. Be right back. Hold on. TikTok thinks I fell asleep. I'm right here, TikTok. But still, thank you for granting the appeal so I can live stream. There we go. Oh, nope, it says I missed it. What do you mean I missed it? It's like right there. Okay, there we go. Green light. Oh, that reminds me of that kids game, red light, green light. Remember that? It's kind of cool. All right, sorry, Cancer. My bad. Nobody puts the cardinal water sign in the corner, right? Some of you guys, babe or baby is a nickname or the pet name. Nine of Cups, the Eight of Swords, Three of Cups. It's almost like there is something that's coming in, like my hands are tied, what can I do? That there's something keeping them from reaching out at just this very moment, okay? It could be advice, could be their own dreams or confusion getting in the way. But the thing is that I do see things around you guys starting to line up for union. Three of Cups does show you're supposed to be with this person long term. That's the thing, right? They just, did you hear my voice like kind of quiver? You still have their heart, Cancer. You kind of they're like, don't tell Cancer, don't tell Cancer. What, that you are falling in love with? Yeah, I think Cancer hates me. Cancer isn't capable of hating. Page of Cups, see? Charles Lightoller show. I told you to wait with. Are you keeping tabs on Violet Jessup? What is going? Why were you in the crow's nest? Anyhow, Page of Cups. See, they're nervous because they've never actually felt this way, and you come up and pop up into their mind in some of the most unusual of times. All right, especially with that Ace of Wands moment. But the thing is on this is that you know how like they weren't totally looking for love until they found love when they found you. That's the energy that's still kind of bringing you guys back together. There's an alignment coming up this week ahead. I got to check and see what little small planetary shifts and stuff are happening because there's something very small. Could be a Schumann thing. This might be a result of like earth energy where they feel the earth move under their feet, you know? But the kind of thing is that with stuff lining up for you guys, it's lining up first in order for you two to have a conversation about this, right? And then to get maybe with that Three of Cups, maybe like with a third party in a good vibe, like a friend or a parent or a mediator, I don't know, something. But you might even find out something about couples counseling or something in the future. I don't know. The thing about it is, though, is that it's that way. At least you guys can have this conversation, get things back on the track to the way that, like, you both actually did want them to work out the first time. All right. There was just a lot of stuff getting lost in confusions, lost in translations that led us to this phase. Nine of Cups to the Three of Cups. But going forward by the end of the week ahead, you got 12 cups total. That's totally some prayers being answered. Okay. Pisces, Sagittarius is here, Leo and Taurus, Gemini. Dude, you got all the signs are showing up. Straight up. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, could be another Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Straight up. All their energies are charged. You got a lot of cross-watcher vibes going down right now too, Cancer. So heads up, their eyes and their hearts and their subconscious and their minds and their dreams are on you. All right? So your reading this week is going to be very, very interesting. So I'll see you for it, okay? Please hype like this on the way out. Share it with the fam. Share it with everybody. Let's just heal them all. And I'll see you later on this week, okay, Cancer? I love you. Spinny hugs, Cancer. Aw, thanks for the heart, Brittany. Love you, girl. All right. Let's see what's going down. What's up, my TS? Abundance. How's it going? Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Liza. What's up, Andrea? Charles, what you doing? What's up? All right. Thanks. All right. Give me just a second to rest. Thank you for the prayers, by the way, but give me just a second to rest my throat chakra. I'm going to take a minute, and then we're going to do Leo. All right. And we will post some timestamps. Melissa is awesome sauce with the timestamps. So if you want to go away and come back, that's cool. But I really only need just a few minutes. All right. Hey, Josie, what's up? My grandma's name has just entered the chat. All right. So, but just 2 minutes. Let me rest this. And thank you for the prayers. It is helping against the spell work against me that I do feel less like suffocating and the problems with my lungs. So thank you guys. But yeah, give me just a minute and I'll be right back. I will be really, really fast. I promise. Love you. Cool. Sorry, guys, but thank you. Sorry about that. And thank you, too, for the prayers. They are helping against the spell work that's been coming my way. Blondie knows she can't win. Hey, Sunny Mama, what's up? How you been? All right. Sorry about that. But hey, at least we're still getting an all signs out of it. So thank you for your patience. Appreciate it. All right. You are most welcome, Angelina Jolie. Thank you for being here, and thank you for dealing with Brad Pitt. Unless you're secretly Baba Jolie. Candle. No, I'm just anyways. Even my friend circle knows I would completely trample them for a personal reading from Baba Jolie. Anyways, let's get into Leo, shall we? Thank you guys for the pause for the cause. All right, just had to rest my lungs. Let's use the Beatles deck for you, Leo. All right, want to do that? All right, Leo, let's put you at 102.27. Hold on. I want to make sure the lights are right. The lights look okay. Are we all right? I think it's okay. Probably okay. I don't know. I got a Leo Venus, so I had to make sure it was good too. All right. All right. What's up, Leo? Did I do a timestamp? If not, your timestamp's 102.48. All right. What's up, Leo? How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. And Leo, let's see what's going on for you. Give me a little bit of the energies for the week ahead so we know what's coming up for Leo's collective reading. I think it'll be on like Thursday or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. My Leo Venus isn't good at scheduling. Usually I leave that to my Virgo moon. I don't know. But anyhow. All right. Think about your person, Leo. Tap me in. Tune me into Leo. Leo. Either you want a spinny hug because Cancer got a spinny hug, or you going through some stuff. Tower card. No, this is all you. Maybe it's Scorpio or Cancer energy. But either, I don't care what sign it is. You come here, Leo. I got you covered. I'm here for you. I'm going to grip you up. I'm going to give you a spinny hug. I'm going to spin you around to your hair start. Leo, you got that amazing hair. You know it. And it's going to blow in the breeze. All right. Like you're in a Jeep with the tops off. Jeep wave. Okay. And we don't care. Jeep hair don't care. I think it's awesome sauce. All right. You might start giggling. You might start feeling better. And there might be something in the Cancer reading for you because you guys both need spinny hugs. All right. So tap me in, tune me in, and tell me, why did Leo need a spinny hug? All right. Give me everything you got for Leo, please, and thank you. Think about your person, Leo. Here we go. All right. Give me 2 shuffles for Leo. Let's do it. Ready? Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this. Whoa, that was a sloppy shuffle. Hold on. Cancer got a sloppy shuffle too. What's up with you two? All right. Let's love this deck for the lovable, lovely Leos. All right, here we go. Page of Wands is the overall energy into the 7 of Cups with the 3 of Pentacles. I think your guardian angels are showing them that you're the right choice. It's like they're having an awakening moment. Capricorn energy, Sagittarius, Scorpio vibes. Let's see where it goes. 4 of Swords, the Lovers, and the Hermit. Some of you guys might be Leo, Virgo, cuspers. 10 of Wands is here. The Emperor on the 8 of Swords. That hits to the Strength card. Whoa, your major arcana showed up. I like when your major arcana shows up in your reading. All right, that shows you getting a new level of confidence in the week ahead. All right, where you feel better about a decision you got to make. So I dig that for you. 4 of Swords on the Lover's card. Leo, you totally know that their attitude was so last cycle, right? And the world had kind of outgrown it. I mean, you put up with them longer than any other sign. Straight up, all right? You know that too. Yeah, no other sign could have handled them as long as you did. I mean, like, sure, like they thought their mouth and their attitude and stuff was cool, but it really threw some vibes that it got under your skin more than like they knew, right? Sagittarius and Virgo energy on this. Some of y'all might be born on the 9th or the 10th. You or them. The thing about it is that they couldn't keep just brushing it off. Their attitude, it wasn't really that fun or that funny, and it kind of got to be a lot. And the Emperor energy and the 8 of Swords, the entitlement got kind of strong with this one, and they would always take it out on you, but then expect you to just forgive them every time right out of the gate, you know? And it's kind of like in that, like, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, 8 of Swords, only for it to happen again, right? Hermit card on the Emperor, Virgo Aries energy. It's like they knew they were being like too much. You know what I mean? But they were like, maybe, you know, Leo's been letting me get away with it, so I'm going to keep getting away with it. Some of you guys with this Virgo energy on this one, some of you guys had their attitude like completely pinned down to a science, right? You're like, yep, This week, they're going to be this type of way, Four of Swords. This week, they're going to be lovers. This week, they'll be 10 of Wands, right? And you almost had it penned out to when you could suspect it coming. And with that Hermit card, it became a hard cycle to continue to relive, didn't it? Let me see more on I don't know why the cards keep going in different spots, but it's still giving me the same vibes off of it. It still leads to the Strength card, which is you. So this does show you getting your way in the week ahead. It's gonna be a relief. Knight of Cups. Okay, cool. The Devil on the Six of Wands. I like that for you. You will motivate through the week ahead to beat the devil at his own game. The Capricorn energy shows up to motivate you forward. Justice card. I got to put that card face down. Whoa. Six of Wands into the Four of Wands. Yeah, it's totally twin flame week at Archer Astrology this week, which I'm cool with that. I don't mind handling it. But the Death card says there's been a change. That's the wild part. This is a runner becoming a chaser. But in a good way, because think about it. If everybody keeps running and nobody takes a chance at anything, nothing ever happens. If everybody's in the I don't chase, I attract energy, nobody does anything about it. It's really like they got too used to being some type of way, and their reluctance to change now has them feeling some type of way, but a different some type of way. Hope that makes sense. Weird energy. Death card, though, on the Six of Cups. Some of you guys, this is a little bit of their upbringing. It's just like the way they were raised, or Queen of Wands to the Ace of Wands. It's the enabling. But that Ace of Wands, Leo, they totally miss rolling you over, rubbing your belly, and making you purr. Okay? Because that's when a cat's vulnerable. Ace of Wands into the Queen of Wands. Barbara Bach comes in Violet Jessup energy. Aries entering the chat. It does tell me this full moon in Aries is energizing your person. All right? It's what's making them not so reluctant to change. I think they didn't realize how much their inability to address their attitude was actually driving a wedge in between everybody, right? Because some of your guys, your friend circles, or even get to the point of don't bring them around. That kind of we don't dig it, right? It's those old energetical vibes of hey, dad jokes, right? Two Leos walk into a bar. What's the Cancer do? Duck, right? Exactly. It just became a lot to handle. And their inability to address the attitude is what's being brought to light. Aries and Mars entering Scorpio. That's going to be a dominating. I'm going to have to keep track of that and see how it affects you. Some of you guys might have a strong Mars placement. Could be a Mars in a cardinal sign, like Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, or Libra, possibly. Seven of Wands on the Sun card. And I like this. This shows a good example. You know how the Seven of Wands protects that Six of Wands victory, the success between the two of you guys that you guys worked so hard to manifest? Four of Wands. The Sun card shows a good outcome. That's both of your dominating arcana energies. Where in the week ahead, things starts working in your favor. You know how it kept driving you further and further away from them to a point that you felt stuck with no other choice but to look out for yourself. That's why you had the Seven of Wands block them. Okay. Some of you guys could have been dealing with another fire sign, strong Leo vibes, but Aries and Sagittarius too. The Scorpio energy strong with this one, yes. Gemini's here too. And some of you guys, could be born on the 8th, the 19th. Generally, that's the 8th again. Or something about the Lionsgate portal. August 8th was a significant moment. The 7th, the 6th, the 4th, the 10th, the 14th, the 24th is here. The 11th, the 6th, the 16th, the 20th, and the 9th. Interesting. So the biggest thing on this one is they had a lot of habit of seeking attention from the wrong types of people, right? Well, making you feel like the attention from you was totally expected. I could see why you cut them out. They needed the time out with the Four of Swords. This is when things got to be very intense. So you have to put the connection on pause. Yellow, blue, make green seal. Put it in the freezer next to the chili. So, to keep your heart chakra, Seven of Wands protected. Some of you guys were totally definitely dealing with your twin flame on this one. Sagittarius, Aries vibes, Aquarius, Virgo. Taurus too as well. The wild thing is there's a lot of strong Leo vibes. It's almost like this was a Leo-Leo connection for some of you guys, or you both got a lot of Leo in your chart. Somebody might even be a Leo moon. The thing about the time sorting through all of this stuff all the energetical interference on this. Four of Swords to lead into the Four of Wands, the cards of union, reunion. That's the vibes that the timeout was needed in order to put them in their place and scare them straight. You know what I mean? So I do see that. Here's the thing about it. I do see that they've tried to actually reach out. So for those of you that have them blocked, maybe missed the notification, all right, they'll cycle back around on this one, all right? Or if they blocked you, they totally forgot they had you blocked too. So but I do see who the blocker doing the unblocking in order to catch this energetical cycle, right? But then there's the same thing too on this, that those of you that do have them unblocked, you're just ahead of the next cycle to come around, all right? So it's in the vibes that you've got the text and it's safe to proceed, or either way, there's an apology coming in, like a genuine, heartfelt apology, all right? Instead of like some pagey vibes. Notice how there's not a page showing up anymore. You know what I mean? It's going into night vibes with the Star card. You have got them in a healing journey. You're going to be shocked by the humble apology that you get coming from them, all right? It does lead right to the 10 of Cups. Pisces entered the chat for the win, all right? I hope that helps. You keep me posted because your 10 of Cups is coming up in the week ahead for you guys. I love it. I think for some of you guys, the age difference was a thing. Might not be a major age difference, but enough that it affected the communication vibes, all right? So I hope that helps, and I will see you later this week for your reading, all right? Hype, like the reading on your way out, leave a comment, and thank you for being here, all right? Love you, Leo. All right. The entitlement was strong. That was something that they did need to work on. I do like the humbling vibes coming off of them, though, in the week ahead. It's kind of cool. All right. Okay. Anywho, onward and forward. Let's do Virgo next. Perfect Dark, you are most welcome. Spinny hugs for you. Hey, Crystal, what's up? Thank you guys for being here. Hey, V, what's going down? What's up? All right, let's see. Virgo, next up. Cool. And thanks, mods. You guys are awesome. And thank you to everybody, every one of you that are here for loving that like. Love it for you because you totally deserve it. And thanks for sharing the reading and getting the family and the channel out there to the world. Helps the algorithm, helps the channel to grow. And I love and appreciate you for it. Okay, Virgo, Angel deck. We mentioned Angel deck. Is that indeed the biblical tarot or is it the shadow deck? The shadow deck would be the one that goes right to the blueprint. I'm being told it's this deck. So I'm going to use this one. All right. And apologies if I'm wrong, but I'm being told that this is part of it. All right. Okay. Hey, Parish, in New Zealand. Hi. What's up? Thanks for being here. Excel, what's up, girl? All right. Onward and forward. Let's do it to it. Hi, V. Spinny hugs. All right. Hi, Kimberly. Angel deck shadow. Perfect. Okay. Cool beans. I'm good. Sweet. Okay. By request. Let's go for it, Virgo. You're going to be at 114.40. All right, let's do it. What's up, Virgo? How are you? Thank you very much for being here. Happy belated birthday to you. Let's tap in and tune in and see what we got going on for the week ahead for you and your person. All right, so think about your person. And God, give me everything you got for Virgo. Tap me into Virgo energy. The deck actually feels like slippery. It's interesting. Hey, Core Goddess. What up, girl? Spinny hugs. Saggy hugs. All right. What do we got going on for Virgo? Tap me into Virgo energy, please. And thank you. Hey, Galaxy Queen. What up? Thank you for the subscribe push. Thank you. You're awesome. Spinny hugs. All right. Let's do it. Give me 2 shuffles for Virgo. Here we go. 1 and 2. What about September 19th means something? I keep seeing 919, 919, 919. Maybe it's just your birthday. I don't know. Let's find out. All right. On that note, let's love this deck for the vivacious, Virgolicious, victorious Virgos. Victory is yours. Ace of Swords. The overall energy is about a hate text. Somebody that really wants to talk to you. All right. They're like, I really want to talk to Virgo. Ace of Swords, 8 of Cups. Whoa. For those of you that wish them well or are actually still privately praying for them behind the scenes, you didn't realize how powerful your words are. Hang tight, because 9 of Cups and the 8 of Cups shows you wish them well and it's working. The 8 of Cups, rewind, 8 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I think their emotions got to them again. But this time it's going in a different direction. Interesting. Okay, let's see what we got. All right. 5 of Swords. Oh, wow. They're grieving. The 6 of Wands, but they're making it through the 5 stages of grief. The fall of Jericho. Ego death. Ooh. And it's clearing the way. It's really like closing down Broadway so Caitlin Petty can get to the Country Music Awards on time to accept Best New Country Artist of 2025. It's kind of nice. Some of you guys, there might even be a musician, singer, songwriter. 10 of Swords, Page of Swords, 10 of Wands into the High Priestess, and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. Sagittarius energy seems kind of strong here. So does Gemini. Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, Capricorn. I'm even pulling Gemini off the Page of Swords on this one. Okay. Their emotions kind of did get in the way on this one, but there's a lesson that had to been learned. The only thing is, it feels like it really shook your trust in the 10 of Swords. Almost, it's like, why do I pull the vibes that you feel like they set you up with the High Priestess, like they knew what they were doing or something like that? Could be another Virgo or a Gemini, but it's almost like your trust in them is totally shaking at this one. Like, it's as if that, like, you're trying to just figure out why they would even be willing, why would they even want to plan something like this, right? This has you, like, even more confused to try to get a read off of them. No wonder we needed the shadow deck to go deep, because what they're doing doesn't make sense with how you treated them. I'd be nervous to proceed too. I can understand why the 5 of Swords would be on this table. Page of Swords, they are still like watching you though. But this is more energetic. It's not so much about your social media. It's like you guys, one of you guys or both of you guys got each other blocked or something. 8 of Cups. They really want you to know that they're going through an ascension. They are walking away from they're walking away from the 5 of Swords. And not the fact that they're like, I don't want to process the 5 stages of grief. But it's almost like the 8 of Cups that they're getting over the 5 stages of grief to go into the 6 of Wands. Pisces and Aquarius energy comes in on this one. I think it's kind of like that they kept telling you what to do to fix yourself and then like to help yourself, almost to the point that you got to the point of like wondering, why do they keep trying to control you, keep trying to change you? Why don't they just like you for you? Why do they always think like you're not good enough, or you're great, but this needs different, or that's different, or well, maybe you should do this, or maybe you should help this, right? And it almost got you to a stress point. Hey, Milan, thank you. What up? Thank you so much. You're so generous. Spinny hugs, Milan. Thank you so much. Your awesomeness. I used to race at Milan Dragway when I raced my snowmobiles. Fun Archer fact. Very cool memory, too. That used to be fun. You had to put like asphalt tracks on them and wheels in the front and change the radiators. It was so cool. Oh my gosh. Thanks for the memory, Milan. Spinny hugs. You're buying coffee in the morning. Thank you. All right. So give me more on this top row, because it leads into the Page of Swords, into the 10 of Wands, you know? I think this is more of them like wanting to reach out or wanting to text, because it's like it's not so much about social media scrolling or stalking type vibes, but it's more of like going back into the text messages on your phone. In fact, if you guys both use iPhones, heads up, you may catch the 3 dots on their name when they're looking in the screen. All right. But it's like they're scrolling back to try to learn a lesson. All right. That's why I got the Gemini energy off the pages. That Page of Swords tells me that there's a little bit of the reminiscing vibes scrolling back, but it's also teaching them some things too. Hangman, Pisces is in the chat strong. 10 of Cups. You got strong Pisces and Gemini so far. Cancer's here. Leo, hi. And then the King of Swords, 4 of Swords. Libra too. Ooh, Justice. This is some stuff definitely pulling in on right now. But it's happening as it's supposed to in the blueprint. So I think to the point of not like they almost got to the point of like not feeling good about yourself or questioning you. Like, wow, maybe I'm not good. Like Megan Maroney, I'm not pretty. You keep on telling yourselves you're not pretty. I think the comparison points of the exes, that was like a bad vibe, right? I think that did come out in the Gemini reading. That may resonate to you, or you're dealing with a Gemini. Might be something there for you. Because I pulled a similar vibe for Gemini too. Like, yeah, to the point of not feeling good enough for, like, well, not good enough for them, not good enough for anybody. It's like it really took a blow to your self-confidence. 4 of Swords. The retreat into the silence, it's changing some vibes from their side of the thing. It's like, why can't they just let you be yourself? It's not fair, right? And take some time to get to know the real you. Be like, oh, it's like, I don't know why, but I mean, yeah, I keep hearing the Aerosmith song, Virgo, that walk this way. I can't, there is no way in the world with my lungs right now I can get that high. That's beyond my register at this moment. I'll owe you that one, but you know the song. All right, let Steven Tyler handle it. He can do it way better. But it's like, walk this way, talk this way. And why didn't just give us a kiss? You know? Leo Gemini energy on this, but Libra too strong. Justice on the Nine of Cups that leads into the Knight of Cups. It does seem like either the physical distance or just emotional distance might be a big thing that's a barricade getting in the way of all this stuff. All right. If they would have just taken the time to get to know real you, they'd find out what a blessing it was to have you in their life. But I think with the High Priestess, that's what they're being shown. So they are still making some kind of a plan or something, but it also involves it involves actually getting to know the real them too. You got this person deep in their feels right now. It's like whatever they did try, whatever game they did try to run on you, you picked up on it or you knew it or something. Or no, this is on their side of the fence. They didn't like doing it to you. It's like it's big Five of Swords regret for doing something that they're like, God, I wish I hadn't done that to Virgo. Queen of Cups, they fell in love. Nine of Pentacles to the Emperor, they are single. Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. That's why they're scrolling back through your guys' conversations in their phone. They are finding the little seeds that you planted, little things you said, small text you sent, that's actually helping them through an elevation. Eight of Cups, Page of Swords. Okay? Aries is here now. The thing on it is that, like, they kept telling you they'd stop doing this, but they never would, right? It never fully really happened. Could be maybe like an addiction that they chose over you, right? And they kept choosing it over you. And a lot of people don't realize the addictions can affect the addict as much as it affects the family in similar and indirect vibes, right? And it doesn't have to be the standards. This could be even just an addiction to a lifestyle more than anything. But whatever it is, they kept choosing that over you, and it's affecting you just as much as it's affecting them. No wonder why you doubt the connection. Queen of Cups. Some of you guys are sitting there going, did they ever really love me? Yeah, no, they did. They totally really did. Give me more on the Queen of Cups to the Emperor, because this is where they put themselves into a checkpoint, where they're like, oh my God, I loved Virgo and I messed it all up. You know? All right, let's see. I don't know why I just heard my body, my choice. King of Wands. Four of Swords on the Knight of Cups. It leads back over to this Queen of Cups. It literally landed on the Queen of Cups to the Emperor, Aries and Cancer energy. So I think the thing is that they never knew when they were setting you up to try and trigger you. It's almost like that they were so worried about keeping up with the Joneses to a point that they thought it was a form of a way of motivating you to do more or be better, instead of just being like accepting you for you, because they never got it. Like, they kept trying to mold you into other stuff. They're like, they thought they were helping on this point with the way that they were talking, but on this Emperor card, I just heard nobody likes a bragger, right? Aries, Virgo, Leo energy. Yeah, it's almost like that, like, I think it's because it's the way their father raised them, where for some reason they thought belittling energy was motivational, and all it is cutting, right? A complete reprogram was needed to make this work better. Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Pretty strong Capricorn showing up, but Aries is here too. So the cardinal signs seem really strong right now, which is what? Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. The Devil. They are coming out. They're going to break the chains. Five of Pentacles. I think for some of you guys, it did affect their health to a point, but with the Guardian Angels, it's more about them being led to open the door back up, right? Take a chance and get an idea on this. Capricorn energy for the win, all right? The motivational vibes on this one to do the work, you know? I do see they're experiencing some karma too for what they did. They kept putting you through so much rough stuff in order to, like, try to keep control of things. They have a hard time relinquishing control. They thought they knew better. Like, I'm going to help you. I'm going to fix you. I'm going to make you work. And you're like, I'm kind of working okay. Can like, look, I'll like compromise if you compromise. I'll stop doing this if you stop doing that. And it's just like reciprocal. There's no Six of Pentacles. But the Capricorn energy on the Devil card shows that it's you know how this talks about Adam and Eve breaking the chains, right? this whole thing on this one is that they break that devil energy that literally got it to the point of like embarrassing you with their antics, right? Embarrassing people around you guys too. They're going through a lot of that to put an end to it, overcome like, whatever the vice was that got in the way of this, and come and correct for the first time ever. Capricorn energy. But you totally triggered their want to change. 6 of Cups. Even for those of you that thought they moved on or found something different or they went towards a soulmate, no. 5 of Cups. They still only got eyes for you with the Star card. I do see the transformations happening right now, all right? You guys might even hear from them in the week ahead where they kind of let the wall down and open up to be vulnerable. Instead of like continuing to keep things in a no contact situation, they're starting to realize they kind of missed out on something here. And they're going to come in much more humbled and correct and want to like hear you out and get to know you, all right? So I hope that helps, Virgo. I can't wait to do your collective reading because we'll dive in deeper to this one, all right? The mutable and the cardinal energy seems to be the strongest, but at this point, any sign will resonate. You're going to be born on the 9th, the 10th, the 3rd, the 23rd, the 2nd, the 5th, the 15th, 4th, the 24th, 21st, the 25th, the 18th, the 8th, the 28th, and I'm noticing a lot of repeating 5s. So somebody might be a life path 5, or you keep seeing the 555 everywhere, even waking up at 555. All right? So hope that helps, and I love you. Like and hype the reading on your way out. Leave a comment, and I'll see you later this week for your reading. All right? Love you, Virgo. And thank you to everybody, you guys that are here. Thank you. Live like for you. You totally deserve it. And thank you, Mom. Thanks, Melissa. I was forgetting to a little bit. Cool. There we go. We're doing like an extra intermission tonight just to help me get through it. But still, thank you all for your prayers. Tarantino at Nicole, I missed you, girl. Spinny hugs. How you doing? All right. What's up, Diwali Plot? Or is that Diwali Prop Blast? Hi. All right. Onto Libra. Octu Libra. You're welcome. You are most welcome in I can't say Archer right half the time. Anatara. Thank you. Hi. Power vocabulary. All right, let's see. I was a math major. I suck at the English. I don't spell good. All right, let's see. Libra. Where's our birthday sign at? Libra, how's your birthday season going? What's happening? Usually during my solar returns or when all the goodness stuff happens for me. So how's your birthday going? What's up? Okay, a Libra. I want to use the Archer deck. I haven't busted this dude out. Oh, hi, Emperor. Nice choice. What's up? Nice chair. All right, let's see what's up. I like my chair too. It's kind of comfy. It's got armrest and it's got a footrest. I've never used the footrest once. But anyhow, random Archer fact you probably don't really care too much about. So let's dive in, all right? Libra, we're going to put you at 129.44. So what's up, Libra? Happy birthday. Say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too. Yeah, no, it's not really. Actually, I do got Libra placements though. So what's up? Spinny hugs for you for your birthday. Hope you're having an awesome one. If you're here for your birthday, hola, hello. If it's yet to come, happy early birthday. And if it's already been here, happy belated. All right, let's tap in, tune in, and see what we've got. Think about your person, Libra. And God, tap me in, tune me into Libra energy. Give me everything you got for the cardinal air sign. What do we got for Libra? Thoughts, feelings, emotions, etc., so on and so forth. Octu Libra, it's your time of the year too. Oktoberfest. It's cool. All right. What do we have for Libra? Give me everything you got for Libra. Let's do it. Perfect. When the deck pops, it's charged. The Knight of Wands, the Lovers, nice, and the Page of Swords with the Devil. All right, you guys, you notice how Toby hasn't been making appearances until we got around Virgo vibes? So it's cool. It's like an incoming energetical cold front that cools the vibes and the energies down, or the way that cools the earth down too. Is that, notice how, not until Virgo. That means in the week ahead, the devil energy is slowly being eclipsed out. Capricorn energy brings in the motivation to beat the devil at their own game. I like that vibe, all right? And with this Page of Swords, it's weird, but it's like you guys are trying to let each other go, but you're realizing there's more to it than that in this connection. Like you want to, but you don't want to. Let's go. I'll get cards to clarify. All right, 2 shuffles. Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the lovable, lovely Libras. Case dismissed. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, a connection moving so slow it's moving in reverse, right? But there's an upside to the Knight of Pentacles, because even though, true, it's the slowest knight in the race, it is the U.S. Postal Service. Neither rain, sleet, snow, or natural disaster stops the Knight of Pentacles from getting the Ace of Pentacles to its destination on time. Whoa, which is the Ten of Pentacles. So this person is still part of your long-term plan. Some of you guys might even have lived together. If not, you're gonna. Death card on the King of Cups. This person's transforming. Eight of Wands. We've already got forward movement. Two of Swords shows have faith and hope that you guys are still aligned for stuff to work out. It's just like they're a tall order. They're a tough cookie to crack, but they're cracking. All right, in a good way, not a bad way. All right, right? I hope that makes sense. Let's find out. Queen of Swords, the Chariot, the King of Swords. Okay, this is an interesting combination. The Chariot in between the Queen of the King of Swords. It's like there's a distance between the two of you guys, whether it's physical or energetical, but yet it's like there is a successful union in the mind. So telepathically, your 5D subconscious selves are in union already. Now, there's always a little bit of vibes off of this because words cut. In the King to the Queen of Swords, they were the ones in the tarot high school yearbook that were most likely to get divorced. But some of you guys, maybe somebody is ending a divorce to come your way or going through a separation or something. All right. We'll see what's up. I just got that off that first row. The Hierophant, Taurus vibes, the Magician, Virgo, and Gemini. The next Mercury retrograde that comes in is going to be very transformative for the two of you guys. But let's see what's going on for this week. That's just a side note to let you know a little bit of future planning. It's cool, though. All right. I like the major arcana vibes, Cancer, Gemini, Virgo, and Taurus that comes in. You got Leo, Aquarius, Libra. A lot of air energy in this. It does seem like that you're realizing there's like a deeper connection on this one. It's on a higher level. Like y'all are just going about your day-to-day, doing whatever's, going on your bike rides, taking your dogs for walks. Some of you guys might actually be a professional dog sitter or dog walker. And Seven of Wands. Staying like in a happy little bubble here, but in reality, with all these sword energies, it's like just through your day-to-day operations, daily, like you both wind up getting like sidetracked just thinking about their name. It just pops into your head from time to time. It does to them too, and it kind of throws them off of their direction for a minute. So even though it's happening to both of you guys though, but they're doing a lot more of replaying the fight than you are. You're both doing it, but it's heavy on their mind because it did lead them to an awakening point. The Hierophant sees things from everybody's open, non-biased perspectives before making decisions, all right? Even though it's Taurus energy, it does ground and stabilize. Maybe one of you guys are getting the other one into meditation. Like you were already into it, and then now they're starting to do it. It's like, maybe I should see what that's all about. Maybe Libra had a point. Right? It's the thing about this is you really, you feel like you did everything you could, and you're right. You did. All right. The Four of Swords and the Seven of Wands, they always kept trying to fight the system, right? It's like things were really good. You guys were on a right track, cruising along. Some of you guys are like, we hadn't had a fight in like forever. Never. And then all of a sudden, this one hit, and it was like a one and done thing. Right? That they just like popped. And the confusion is what keeps them on the edge with all this sword energy. This person, like, they get very in their head easily. Like their indecisiveness gets to them, right? Hard time making decisions. They get a little off the beaten path. And then the next thing you know, right? Derailment. I still keep seeing the vibes of that. There's going to be like a cargo shipment. Like, you know how we kept seeing like boats running into bridges for a while there back in the spring? Some of you guys might have met in the spring, but now I'm seeing the next thing now are like delivery train derailments. All right, not people trains, but shipment trains. Cargo goes by ship, but shipment goes by truck. Does that even make sense? The Emperor's card, Five of Cups. See, you're feeling depressed because they're depressed, and then they're feeling your frustration and your vibes. So it's like your chords are still connected. Nine of Cups to the Two of Wands, even through the silence. The Four of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortune. It's like they chose to put the Four of Pentacles barricade up. So this person has a fear of commitment. That's why they never open up. Because every time they do, Five of Cups, every time they try to get going, it fails. And so it became a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy by them never actually making the time to give it a try. And that's what kept them on the edge. So you get confused because they show other people attention when they tell you they weren't ready for anything. And then they get confused because they don't know what they want. All right. Some of you guys, it could be another Libra because it's almost as if they're going through like a Saturn return or something. So I do think Saturn retrograding to Pisces is what's got them more into their feels right now than anything. Could even be a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Taurus for some of you guys, Cancer, Gemini's here, Aries, strong Pisces and Cancer vibes on it. Gemini's pretty strong too, but then you got Leo hanging out. Let me see what's up with this Seven of Wands, because like, why would they choose to close themselves off when they had something really good going? It's like they looked a gift horse in the mouth, so to speak. Ace of Wands. Whoa. They still love you. They totally want to bang your gavel with Temperance, but politely. Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. For some of you guys, I think it actually has gotten to them, like it's got them a little worried sick, okay? The confusion might even be leading to like somebody having an ulcer or something almost to a point. But nothing seems the same around their world without you into it. It's like they know or they're realizing that they closed the door on love because they were more worried about the fun with the Ace of Wands, right? On Temperance here with the King of Wands, the player vibes with the shiny white to BMW. It's strong on this thing. The silence, though, that's actually getting to them more than you'd realize. The silence is totally driving them batty. Because even though the King to the Queen of Swords is the most likely couple in the Tarot U book to get divorced, they're also the ones that seem to always find their way through this stuff. And the Chariot is what the Emperor drives into a great battle, and that Emperor was the first card that we saw, but it's leading to the Knight of Cups. They kept thinking they weren't doing anything wrong, which led you to a whole point of feeling like you were being strung along, right? Knight of Cups, World card, and the Strength card. They have to have the strength for a change in cycles. And the full moon in Aries, I think, is the one that's really, really activating them. For some of you guys, they just picked the safe path. They literally went for the person, place, or thing that they knew that they wouldn't care about if it hurt them. I hope that makes sense, right? They never did give this a true chance. No wonder it's got Archer, it's complicated written all over it. Because you tried. But I like seeing the Ace of Cups. Because remember what my Sag grandma said, and there is strong Sagittarius energy here. Cancer too. But she always said when the Ace of Cups shows up in a person's energy, especially when it's right next to the Five of Pentacles, that they've closed the door on the Ace of Cups. On whatever they picked that was like the easier choice. Or this, like you challenged them, you know? That's the direction that had the complicated vibes. But in order to clear it out to have a fresh start, I see them closing on the door on the player vibes. King of Wands. Maybe for some of you guys, they were in like a public eye where they get a lot of attention or something. Wheel of Fortune to the Emperor. I just mentioned that. I like that. That they've grown up. The Emperor drives the Chariot into a great battle that they return victorious from. So they got over the player vibes. It was either the age difference or enabling family getting in the way, right? It's almost like they had a lot of yes men or yes women around them, so they got away with it for so long, but you challenged them, and it took them out of their comfort zone. The fact that they never really did give this a chance is what's getting to them. They are getting to that point of feeling like they might have missed out on a great opportunity. The Knight of Swords, God's giving them signs too, just like you. They keep seeing your name. That's the biggest part. Like they might even have they might start like new employees start and they have your name. Or the barista at the, like they can't walk into a coffee shop without seeing your name on the tag. Like they go to pick up their coffee. They're like, do. It's like God's like, we're not letting you forget. We're not letting you forget. It's like, remember the Alamo. Remember the Libra. The cardinal energy is pretty strong on it, though, which shows them making a free will choice to come your way in a much more adult perspective, though, right? Two of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Six of Pentacles with the World card. Finally. I love it when the World card hits overall. They close that cycle, and we have an equal Six of Pentacles, an honest reciprocal relationship. So you two are telepathically still actually processing the fight together, Pisces energy, all right? Because like it's like it never happened. That's the thing. This was out of the blue, you know? And it can be a lot. Loving a player can get really exhausting. But the fact that they never did, they're coming back in. You guys are subconsciously 5D processing the argument in order to come back here in the 3D to clear the air. Hey, Bree Bree, what up, girl? Spinny hugs. So the thing about this is that you're both gonna be shocked because you both have thought that this was the fight that ended. This was the fight to end all fights, right? But yet there's still a passion between the two of you guys with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. I love that for you. All right. Dude, literally all the signs are here. Libra, Taurus energy, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Leo, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn again, Pisces. Yeah, everybody's here. Oh my gosh. You could be born on the 14th or the 3rd. Somebody's a life path 7. The 7th, the 17th, 27th is here. The 12th, the 9th, the 19th, maybe the 6th or 26th. I'm also seeing the 11th, the 27th, and the 10th. All right. So I hope that helps, Libra, and I hope you have an awesome birthday, awesome solar return, and I'll see you later this week for your live collective reading. All right. Love you. All right. It's basically like, yeah, it's like the death of the player energy, death of the player vibe, somebody growing up a little bit. It's cool. All right. Cool beans. All right, next up, let's do some Scorpio energy. Y'all ready? Scorpio, happy early birthday. Did we really, Candace? Wait, I missed it. What'd you say? What'd you say? Hold on, let me scroll back. The chat moves so fast for me. I can't even, let me scroll back. I just said loving a player. Did you really just say that? Oh my gosh. I had to actually back up. Hey, Tarot by Trina. What up, girl? I just had to backtrack and check that out. Oh my gosh, the chat on this screen, it scrolls so fast. I missed that. Whoa, that's a freaky cool sync. I like it. What's up, sexy little bunny? Thanks for being here. What's up, Sandra? I love those emojis. That's pretty. Thank you. All right, let's go over to Scorpio. There we go. Cool beans. All right, to the 169 here in the chat too. Love the like for you. You guys deserve it so much. Thank you very much for hanging out with us here. If you are new, subscribe, be a part of the fam. We would love to have you here. Scorpio, let's go to the light seers for you. Come here. That's way over in the corner. Justice, nice. Good pick. Moon card, 9 of Cups. I dig it. All right, let's go. Oh, thanks for the follow, Steve Bob. Thank you for being here. All right, let's dig into it, Scorpio. Let's put you at 144.14. All right. Hi, what up? How you doing? Happy early birthday. Thank you for being here too. All right, Scorpio, think about your person and let's tap in and tune into Scorpio's energy. All right, God, give me everything you got for Scorpio. I've been wanting to do your reading too. I want to do your collective reading. Dude, if you guys haven't checked out Frankie, she's totally, those remote readings she's done, tell me they're not awesome sauce with her outside. I think that's cool. All right, Scorpio. Give me everything you got for Scorpio vibes. Scorpio, Scorpio, wherefore art thou, O Scorpio? 'Tis the east, and Scorpio is the sun. Would a I don't know why I just giggled. Would a Scorpio by any other name still be just as sweet? Some of you guys, your person misses the tickle times. Well, that's different. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Tap me in. Give me 2 shuffles. Here we go. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the super successful, straight up sexy Scorpios. Even my male Scorpios, you know you GQ in the house. All right, let's go. Knight of Wands, you total GQ vibes. And my female Scorpios, you are on fire right now. All right, straight up. Ooh, the Devil, you're a bit of a temptation on the 8 of Swords. And your person's like, oh, Scorpio. Externally says 2 of Pentacles. Internally says, oh my gosh, yes, let's go. All right, give me some cards. 6 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Somebody here might have an ESA pet or just a dog in general. Page of Pentacles. Some of you guys want a dog. 7 of Swords, 10 of Wands, into the Queen of Cups. Why are they sneaking out to come your way? Like under the cover of darkness. Somebody here might even have a Scorpio moon. Queen of Cups, they're acting like they want to wash their hands of this, but yet they don't because they love you, Ace of Cups. A love like this can't be ignored. They're having a hard time accepting responsibility for what they did. Well, at the same time, though, they're not wanting to let you go. Knight of Pentacles, right? Capricorn energy, Page of Pentacles. It's like they've got just enough of a connection into this where they've tried to run from it, but they're realizing that they should have stayed and talked it out. Oh, okay. For some of you guys, this was a shocker in the fact of like, where'd you go? Like I'm almost seeing the vibes of like somebody that comes home in one day and they're just moved out, gone, done by, see you. And you're like, whoa. They never really even listened to your perspective. That's the problem. 7 of Swords into the 10 of Wands. Like they kept thinking they knew what was best for you or that this was the right way to do it or do it that way. No, Scorpio, do this, do that. And never really just took the time to like hear you out. And you were giving your all to them. The Sagittarius energy is pretty strong on this one. The 10 of Wands, it's like they left you carrying the burden of the responsibilities for what happened. It takes two to make an argument, though. Page of Wands. See? Ace of Wands. Oh, wow. And the Emperor. Oh, Daddy's home on the 7 of Cups. Scorpio. Temperance on the Sun card. You're the only thing that makes them happy. I told you you're still their muse. I know they ain't letting it show, but like Ace of Wands, they totally want to see your stinger. And we're trying to keep this family friendly, but there's this, the Scorpio's like, I know, right? Exactly. They can't handle it. That's the thing. Sun card on the Temperance, especially with the Ace of Wands onto the Ace of Cups. That's a complete energetical reset. Tower card to the Hierophant. Oh, it's like somebody bought him a Bible and a cheeseburger. They've seen the errors of their ways, right? 7 of Cups into the Emperor. They couldn't keep making you feel like an option. That's a big problem. That's the thing. They're realizing that they should have stayed through and talked this out, though. They just never really ever did. Anytime something would start to get a little heated in that, after they would egg it on, then they'd be like, I'm not talking about this right now. And then I got to go. And you'd be like, why do you keep doing the popcorn with no butter, right? It's like they would just, those little passive aggressive things to get under your skin. And then just like leave it and walk away from it. It's like the compliment sandwich, right? Tell you do something really, really good, really, really nice. Oh, but by the way, you got paint on the corner of the trim. It's like, dude, or do that. Like, stop it, you know, right? Moon card. What? No, hold it. Wait. Clarify that. Before I even put another card down on that. Hold it. Moon card on the Ace of Wands. Page of Cups, 2 of Cups. Oh my word. They actually thought that talking to you that way was like a form of an aphrodisiac. For some of you, it kind of was, but it got to be old hat. But for the rest of you, you're like, I don't like the way they talk to me, right? And they're like, oh, you like it. And you're like, no's an answer. No's a complete answer on that. They never even would ever see it from your perspective. They just kept thinking they were fine with this. And yet deep down, they really don't want to lose you. So we were at a crossroads or a conundrum where they didn't want to lose you, but they also didn't want to change. And it got to a point where you're like, well, I can't keep helping this, right? Like there's a lot of other enablers in their life, but you weren't going to be one of them. And yet they kept thinking they weren't doing anything wrong. They're like, no, Scorpio likes it. Secretly behind the scenes, no, you most certainly did not, right? 5 of Swords. That full moon in Aries, we're getting a real-time reading on your person. They are totally, this full moon in Aries is totally hitting them. The 1010 portal is going to just like rocket ship them like a catapult? Really? We're going old school. Catapult? Okay, that's fun. I dig it. It's cool. Did they intentionally try to confuse you or be intentionally dense? I think the age difference was a big factor in this one. But that's what led to the frustration where they can't walk away from you and move on from anybody else. They could, but they can't from you. Yeah. You know, they're figuring out what real love is. That's the thing. Don't fall in love with the mark. Some of you guys might have felt like they only use you for money or use you for your body, your whatever. And yet the thing on this is they don't want to lose you. That 2 of Cups tells me they're awakening to how tight your connection is. Cancer energy, Aries energy, could even be another Scorpio. There is strong Cancer and strong Sagittarius on this, and Gemini and Pisces. 8 of Swords, told you Gemini, and the 3 of Wands, and right into the Empress. Shut the front door. Some of you guys might have kids. Judgment card, Four of Cups. Really? This is a cool part of the message. Judgment card on the Empress. So with them figuring this out and truly starting to understand, by starting to understand your guys' connection and what you did for them, it's also allowing them to realize that they never took the time to get to know you. Look at how the ego death, look at how their egos is elevating and leaving their body. It's literally that they're being humbled and put in their place a little bit. Like, you know, they continue to just tell you to relax when you're like, I want to know what this is. I want, like, this, none of this makes sense. And they were like, would you just relax? We'll talk about it later. And you're like, I don't want to talk about it later. Like, my clock's ticking, getting older, getting up there in the years. No, we'll be okay. Then they'd procrastinate and hold off from doing anything. They always thought they could keep acting a certain way on this one. And they'd always be like, I'm working on things. I'm working on it. This will be okay. It's almost like the vibes of somebody trying to get out of another connection in order to be fully with you. And you're like, I ain't no side piece. I'm not dessert. Just because you buy me dinner don't mean I'm going to be your dessert. And it's like, the ego's got big time in the way of this. They're working on things. They just never really put any real effort. They were a lot of all talk and that, like, sorry, Scorpio, it'll change. I'll do better. I'll be better. But then they never really did it. Four of Cups was like, you just got tired of them trying, you know? Some of you guys could be born on the 7th, the 17th, the 8th, or the 18th, 28th, the 6th. You got some pretty strong cardinal energy on this. Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. Then there's Pisces and Gemini, Leo, Taurus. Aquarius too, sorry. Boy, Aquarius just jumped in on that one. Queen of Wands, Five of Cups, that leads right to the Ace of Swords. On the Five of Wands, whoa, Five of Pentacles. The fives are strong with this one. Some of you guys have been noticing a lot of repeating fives because they all showed up at the same time. But the Five of Cups, that's the point that kicks in on this one. So, you know here that the hate text is actually what leads them to wanting to prove it to you this time. Okay? It's like they know the talk is cheap at this one. Five of Cups, they ran out of options. Seven of Cups, they don't know how to apologize anymore because the apologies just kept falling on like deaf ears, right? Apologies were empty if they didn't ever do anything about it. This is like, the thing on this is that they knew what they put you through now. They're going through a bit of an awakening and realizing that you were actually getting Five of Cups hurt by how they were treating you when they claim to love you, right? I'm all about you, Scorpio. I'm all this and I'm all that. And then it's like, well, yeah, but look at what's on your phone. Look what's in your inbox. Look at right? They're coming to a boiling point on this with the Three of Wands where they want to fix it because they're realizing they can't get you off of their mind because you were the right choice. And that they could have slow walked anybody else, but it didn't work with you. And that's what's leading them back their way. They're going to boil over on this with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. It's like they totally do not want to miss out on this with you. Okay? It's a bit of an awakening that winds up in a result of them wanting to make peace with the situation. Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn energy on that one, along with Gemini, Libra, strong Scorpio energy too. The water signs kind of have it for you, but then Capricorn and Gemini and Aries. Whoa. Doesn't have to be their sun placement, just part of their chart energizing for you. But I see that they are out of excuses. They can't find another way to apologize. So this time they actually just want to do the work. All right. Ace of Wands. Yes, the makeup boom boom will be epic. And that's it. I'm done. Family friendly Scorpio. Actually, no, that was actually family friendly crosswalk. Family, both you guys just get a room already. Oh my gosh. It's literally going to be like, hey, what's up? Kiss me. If the Ace of Pentacles was here, you would have all four aces. I'll bet you in your collective reading this week, we'll have all four aces, wishes granted. Where's the Ace of Pentacles? Hold on. How far away was the Ace of Pentacles? Pentacles, World card. Okay, Ace of Pentacles is very deep in there, so we do need to get to the weekly reading for it. Oh, Ace of Pentacles is right by the Three of Swords. How about that? All right, we'll get to the bottom of it later this week for sure. All right, I hope that helps, Scorpio. Love you to the moon back, and I'll see you later this week. All right, hype, like the reading, and leave a comment on the way out. So let me know how this works out for you. I got a feeling you do hear from me this week. They're going to bring you that Ace of Pentacles this week. Remember, Knight of Pentacles is the one that delivers the Ace of Pentacles, even though it takes forever. Somebody here might even work for the post office because that's my postal service card. All right, love you, Scorpio. All right, guys, give me one more quick intermission. All right. If you guys do want to leave and come back, we'll do some timestamps afterwards. But again, too, especially Aquarius Pisces, for all of you guys, thank you for the prayers as we work through the spell work that's being sent my way. I'm still loving you. So the prayers are working. So keep me in your prayers. It's really helping. All right. It means the world to me. I'm going to shadow deck oof the cookies for Sagittarius. I can do that. You give me a minute for a quick pause to rest my breathing, and we will. All right. Love you guys. Love and light for you too. All right. Give me just a sec. I'll be right Okay, cool. We're back. Sorry about the delay, but thank you guys for hanging in there. Thank you for your patience. All right. And thank you for your prayers too. They are working. All right, my lungs are healing. They do start feeling better. It's literally crazy. All right, let's keep going now. Let's get back in there. All right, on to Sagittarius. Doop, doop. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you for putting up with me and patience. I can get through about 4 signs. It's a cool deal. All right. Okay, shadow deck for Sagittarius, right? No problema. Let's go right into the blueprint. Cool beans. I got the Magician here. That's kind of cool. All right. Now, let's see. Sag, let's put you at 20316. All right. Hi, Sagittarius. What's up? Thank you very much for being here. Oh, thanks, Will. I'm rubber, you're glue. You're amazing, too. All right. Let's see what we've got for you. Think about your person, Sagittarius. Tap me in, tune me into Sagittarius energy, please, and thank you. Because as you know, I'm Archer, and I'm here for you. I've been affectionately called the Sag Whisperer before, and with 2 Sagittarius grandmas, Sagittarius energy is never boring. All right, let's go for it. Tap me in, tune me into Sagittarius energy, please, and thank you. Think about your person, Sag, and let's see what we got for you for the week ahead. All right, Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? All right, 2 shuffles. You ready? Let's do it to it. Here we go. I'm on your side. Remember that. 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the super successful, still sassy Sagittarius, the only sign worthy of 5 syllables. Here we go. Hold on. My Virgo moon wants me in centered on the screen. Okay. Over energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Some slow moving energy on this one. So slow it's going in reverse. Oh, because there was a lot of work to do. King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles that leads right to the 10 of Cups. This is actually becoming a very stable connection. There's something just getting started. And I know it's been a long time for both of you guys on your healing journeys to the point that you're like, I really think I'm ready for this finally. But you guys both are. This is interesting. Okay, let's dig in. Something's taking a long time to show up. It does. Queen of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Sagittarius, I just got chills. I'm not going to rip the Band-Aid off on this one because I'm a Cancer sun, so I got to soak the Band-Aid in warm water, take it off gently, and give you a sucker afterwards. Okay? But anyhow, the Knight of Pentacles might be the slowest moving energy. Remember, it's my post office card because neither rain, sleet, or snow or natural disaster stops the Knight of Pentacles from getting the Ace of Pentacles to its destination. Now, the 10 of Cups is right underneath the Queen of Pentacles, which the 10 of Cups are the dreams for that future, the subconscious mind. It's telling me in the week ahead that it gets manifested into the 10 of Pentacles, into the real 3D world energy. With the Queen of Cups, there's some real love coming your way. 4 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the 9 of Wands, Judgment, into the 7 of Swords. Wow. They've experienced some serious karma. It's almost like whatever they went through put them into this position that you were in when all this was going down. It's somehow they've been given the ability to see things from your perspective. All right. I'll get some details to find out how. The Queen of Cups. Normally, Cancerian energy would take me right towards unconditional love, Sag. But it also, the Queen of Cups, when you look deeper into its meaning, it does have the energy of forgiveness. In other words, an apology coming your way. There's something brewing up between the two of you guys that's bringing your 10 of Cups that has taken forever to manifest into the 10 of Pentacles in the week ahead, where it's come to fruition. So I think they're getting ready to take accountability for their actions. And you've waited a long time for this. 4 of Cups into the Queen of Swords. Jonah's anger meets Abigail the peacemaker on this one. The names Jonah or Abby might even resonate to you. Abigail, you know what I mean? But if they would just own up for what they did to contribute to the derailment of this, then you would too. You're being realistic. You're not sitting here like, I'm a perfect little angel. I didn't do anything at all. You're like, no, it takes 2 to make an argument. But it's like, you're not going to take the brunt of the burden of everything while they just act like they're just hunky-dory and fine, right? Some of you guys, some of you guys, you had to let go of this because it got to be a lot to deal with and process. With that Judgment card, that was a hard decision to make too, wasn't it? Because you really loved them. But yet the connection is still strong. I know I don't have the Four of Wands showing up yet, but I really, almost like that Four of Cups is giving me Four of Wands vibes, where I really feel like we're dealing with the twin flame, but it's a distant energy. All right. Some of you guys, this might have been going on for a while for some of you guys. The Fool card, but see, it's still there. There's still energy. Emperor. Whoa. I knew it. On the Four of Cups, which for some reason I was pulling Four of Wands vibes, Cancer, Aries energy. Look at the clarifying cards. Emperor and the Empress. This is a high-level divine union. You knew it long before they did too. But it also tells me that they're embracing their masculine and their feminine energies, left and right brain coming together kind of a vibe. You were totally open to talking, right? You just don't want to continue to waste their time if they're going to still want things their way. Understandable. Compromise, an equal balanced relationship. But the Ace of Pentacles is telling me a lot of this stuff is starting to come out of your dreams into reality. Saturn retrograding in Pisces, I think, could be a strong factor for the two of you guys. Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Gemini energy is pretty strong here. Virgo, too. Sun card. No way. And the moon with the Queen of Wands. This full moon in Aries is energizing them. They're having an awakening. The signs they're seeing are epic. You guys are still dreaming about each other. That's where you guys are telepathically communicating. That's how strong this connection is. Here's the thing about it, though. Ego's totally got in the way of this whole thing, right? And that's why it never went to full term and went into false start energies. The eclipse season was a big factor on this. All right. Cancer, Pisces, and Leo energy shows up. You guys do make each other happy. That's the thing. So the thing about this is that they thought they could keep acting single or like in a player vibe when you are ready to give them a chance and give them a full-on commitment, right? Some of you guys, it's led to some bad dreams. They're having some worse ones too. Some of you guys have been experiencing some nightmares or waking up with headaches, bad symptoms that come out. Queen of Wands on the Seven of Swords. They couldn't keep lying to you. You just wanted them to be honest. And you're like, Archer, cross-watch your earmuffs, because I just heard Archer, don't tell them. But if they were willing to own up, you would actually give them a chance. I know, right? Hey, cross-watcher, what's up? Anyway, Seven of Swords. I think they're actually wanting to work through that. They're learning that the more they told different lies to different people, the more they had to cover it up. They couldn't continue to overpromise and underdeliver to you. It was stringing you along when you were ready to be all in on this one. And you've waited a very long time for them to come around on this one. And that's the hardest thing for you to have done, where you had to actually swallow your heart and your pride and your ego, and you had to totally let go and let God, regardless of what might happen. Maybe they do move on. Maybe they find someone else. And it was hard. That's a lot to process, you know? Emperor into the Empress vibes, because you wanted something long term and it broke your heart to let them go off and experience this stuff. But the Four of Cups, God said it had to happen this way into the Hierophant. There is still a union between the two of you guys, okay? Some of you guys are actually married, but in a separation that's like somebody not wanting to go forward on the divorce vibes, right? Three of Cups, there's strong union here. Cancer and Taurus energy. Somebody's father's helping out. Death card, though. Scorpio energies entered the chat. That's a total transformation on this one. They thought if they kept adding this way that the age difference, that's the thing. Oh, okay. Hierophant, somebody had to grow up a little bit. The cardinal energy is really strong on this one, but Aquarius is too. Five of Swords. Some of you guys, they were still grieving the loss of someone, or you were. But like PTSD vibes. It could even be somebody that might have been widowed, because there's not a person, but there's an energy. There's an aura. Five of Swords. The Five of Swords represents the 5 stages of grief, right? It's like it's an ego death heard around the world. And with the Lover's card, it is happening exactly as it was supposed to. And the fact that as hard as it was, you were divinely guided by your guardian angels to do what you had to do, okay? Because God needed the two of you guys separated because straight up, with as much as you did care about them, you would never have let them hit rock bottom like this, right? You cared about them. You were willing to open your heart up to them. And it takes a lot to get a Sagittarius to open their heart up this big, right? I mean, this person, they were trying. They got closer than anybody else, didn't they? Some of this Queen of Pentacles on the Five of Swords. Aquarius, Capricorn energy. Some of y'all could be born on the 7th, 27th, 17th. The 18th is here. The 19th, the 5th, the 25th is here. The 27th again. A lot of repeating 2s and 7s. The 30th, the 3rd, the 13th, the 1st, 21st comes out too. Five of Pentacles. Some of you guys, like this person worried you sick. Like I keep seeing milk, like an ulcer vibe or something. The Hanged Man, because of how they strung you along with the Page of Swords to the Eight of Wands. Holy moly, they're learning their lesson. I can't pull like, oh, stalker vibes. They're watching you. They're looking at your social media. I mean, you guys have been doing that since day one. That hasn't changed across the board. You guys still check up on each other behind the scenes. But this Page of Swords is them learning a lesson in order for things to move forward after being stuck for a really long time. Good Lord, your patience is like unmatched, Sagittarius. You should be doing lectures. You should be doing TED Talks and stuff. Some of you guys might even be into social media or something or wanting to get into it. The egos that got in the way of this, that was the biggest thing that stopped this thing. Because it was like, I think the age difference is what led to the fear of commitment in this vibes. They were just so used to the drama. It's almost like they had an addiction to a crazy life. And you presented balance, temperance, poise, calmness. It's like maybe I'm not a doctor, but the Five of Pentacles is here, and that is a health card. Maybe for some of you guys, it was the ADHD. They had a hard time sitting still for a whole 2-hour movie or something like that, right? Making time for you to really get to understand and know you. But on their terms, it was totally cool. The thing about this is that, it's like the thoughts of a normal, equal, honest, reciprocal relationship was something they were not used to or ready for, okay? It's like y'all came from different upbringings. You had a little more street smarts than they did, right? They just tried, but not very well. But they're realizing that. That's the thing, because on the Emperor to the Empress, they are awakening to the fact that this is a divine connection, and it's deeper than expected. Aries and Cancer energy, along with Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius comes in on this. That as they get more divinely guided, their phone's algorithm is crazy. It's like they're getting like the top 10s, you mentioned soulmate, tarot readings and stuff. They're like, how is this even happening? It's because they keep scrolling back through your guys' text messages and stuff. Literally, when you two hold your phones, and yeah, there's times you're each holding your phones, the connection is deeper than just your contact list. It's literally an energetical energy cord. They are seeing things lining up. There's a conversation coming your way. Even those of you at a distance, something's going to guide you guys back together, like somebody having to move, relocate for work, make changes to their Ten of Pentacles, their living status. That brings you guys back together. Even the vibes of the thing of like, I got nothing else going, or can I, it like starts as couch crashing that lasts forever or something. It's really weird, but it's only weird because that doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen that way. They were totally not used to a relationship as good as you. That's the thing on this, but it's ascending with the Eight of Cups, right to the Six of Pentacles. There's your balance. Like an honest, loving, open relationship. Communication and taking time to actually take your feelings into consideration. The things are lining up for a conversation that leads to the two of you guys working things out and getting the Six of Pentacles together for something that goes long term on the Ten of Pentacles. Y'all better invite me to the wedding, because this here with the Emperor to the Empress, this is a divine union. God, devil energy cannot stop this thing. God's got you guys protected. All right. I love this for you. Oh my God, your weekly is going to be epic. Okay, I hope that helps, Sagittarius, and I will see you. Yeah, I'll see you. Like, we got to do your weekly soon. Totally. So I do hope it helps. Keep me posted on this in the comments. Keep us posted, all right? We're a family. We're here for you. And hype like the reading, and thank you so much for being here, all right? Love you, Sagittarius. To the moon and back. All right. Leo energy was there, too. Okay. Pop. Cool. Onward and forward into Capricorn. Let's see here. Thank you guys all so much for being here too. I appreciate you. I got some good lives and stuff coming up this week. It's going to be cool. Oh, cookies, I will totally be there. I'm coming for the wedding, without a doubt. All right? I might even be able to get you a wedding band put together, something crazy like that. All right, Capricorn. Let's use, still kind of a wild card toss-up. Let's go with, okay, Archer deck. Cool beans. All right, let's dive into it. Capricorn, we are going to put yours at 217, actually just 218 even. I like that. Hi, what's going on, Capricorn? Thank you so much for being here, loving the like, and being a part of the family. All right, think about your person, and God, tap me in, tune me into Capricorn's energy, please, and thank you. Give me everything you got for the cardinal earth sign. What do we got for our GOATs? Give it up for Capricorn energies. What do we have for Capricorn? All right, 2 shuffles. Let's try this. Here we go. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the greatest of all time, the cool, calm, collected Capricorns. Here we go. Overall energy is the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, Page of Swords. I like that on the Page of Swords, I don't keep pulling like creepy stalker, they're watching your social media vibes, but we're coming into an energy. I really got to recheck astrologically what changes are coming this week. There's some kind of a small change or some change that happens because these Page of Swords in the week ahead are all coming around to people learning their lessons, right? And I got a feeling this is almost like a continuation of your weekly that I just did yesterday, right? Because the baseball player's here again, right? Honorable mentions to Johnny Benchco, but that did come out in your weekly, all right? I got a feeling that the weekly from this week is a continue, the weekly I just did for you is like a part 1, and the one that's coming up later this week is going to be like a part 2, like that message carries on. That makes sense. Okay, let's go. The Lover's card, nice. The 4 of Wands, it's totally going to be a twin flame week here. This week ahead is going to be twin flame readings. 6 of Swords, that has come out for every sign. The 4 of Wands. The twins are learning their lessons. 9 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. Nope, they are single. They're not seeing anybody else. I think they might be trying to make you jealous, though. 3 of Wands. And it's like they feel like that's their only choice. Like, I'm going to try to, 6 of Swords, seeing things from another perspective, but in a really weird way. It's like, I'm going to try to make Capricorn jealous. That'll work. What? Oh, I'd be just as confused as you are about this person. 9 of Wands to the Queen of Wands, though. Violet Jessup showing up, telling me they still want to try another chance. I think they're trying to snoop or look into your birth chart. They're awakening to something. Like all of a sudden they might be actually trying to run birth charts and stuff and being like, whoa, I don't know. The Chariot, the Temperance, and the 8 of Wands with the Emperor. It's a runner becoming a chaser. Neat. So you've been trying your hardest to wait. No way, really? Okay, just go with it. All right, Capricorn, maybe this part isn't for you. Maybe like because it's a 2-part reading or something from last week's, because you've been trying your hardest to move on, but none of the potential option paths seem like they lead to anything good, right? And it's almost got you to a stuck point of being like, okay, there's got to be a reason why I keep getting drawn back to my twin flame, right? Straight up. Sorry, cross watchers. This is Capricorn's reading, but it's like 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. Like their choices force you into this singlehood, and it's like either you're getting ready to try, don't even want to try, or you have tried and it's just like the dating pool needs to be completely shocked and treated, right? 8 of Wands. I'm only giggling because something about having to shock a pool. Maybe somebody here is getting their pool winterized or something. Like, so the results have you all thinking about them more than usual lately. Some of you guys have been thinking about the twin flame, well, like, because you've been trying to move on and go for a soulmate, but like, it's weird because nobody compares to the twin, but yet the twin flame hurts you. Interesting. More data required. Give me more on this Temperance card, Chariot card, 8 of Wands. Cancer, Sagittarius, more Sagittarius. Some of you guys might be Cancer Sagittarius cuspers. What the heck is that? That's not even Vedic. I meant Sagittarius, Capricorn cuspers, but for some reason Cancer keeps sneaking in. 3 of Cups, Cancer energy. Some of you guys are totally dealing with the Cancer. 8 of Cups, Pisces on the Hanged Man. Oh, Pisces has entered the chat. Champagne dreams on a beer budget. What? The thing about this is, the result has you like, the silence has you feeling like you were taken advantage of, right? Hanged Man, Pisces energy. Like they kept you dangling like a proverbial carrot in front of you and then taking advantage of it like, oh, Capricorn will put up with it. No problem, no worries here, right? Even if you would try to offer an olive branch or a way to make things easier, they always knew what was better until they didn't. Gemini and the Cancer energy strong on this. Could even be a Gemini Cancer cusper or Cancer Gemini cusper. But look at all the major arcana too. That's a massive change in their programming. Yeah, it's the vibes of a runner becoming a chaser, but regretting their decisions too. Because they want this to move faster, and it's like they're going about it all wrong still though, right? Page of Wands on the Ace of Swords. It's like they're trying to make you jealous. I keep cycling back around to that. 2 of Wands. Ace of Wands. Yeah, look at me, Capricorn. I'm having fun. I'm doing great. Everything's fine. And they're doing it to try to, like, they think it's the way to get you to want them. It's like that, was that Cheap Trick? That I want you to want me. Yeah, Ace of Wands. The thing about it is they totally want to get to the top of the mountain with you. Ace of Wands. 5. See, it's a runner who really, like, it's a runner who doesn't know how to be a runner. They were just raised wrong. Tower card on the Ace of Cups. They never knew love until you showed up. So, yeah, truth. The silence has you feeling like you were totally taken advantage of. But, like, they were all in for a bit, but then they just totally disappeared on you. Tower card. You didn't even expect it or see it coming. Fun and flirty 1 minute, no problema. Next minute, oh, nope, sorry, I can't come this weekend. I can't come. I can't. It trickled off to nothing. And you're like, what the heck? And then it spins you back around to like, well, maybe I'm just doomed or destined to wait for my twin flame. And yet it's all happening for a way to bring in the twin flame energy. So you didn't expect it to even go this way. Ace of Cups on the Tower. Like you wouldn't even have to be here if they would just step up to the plate and own it. Hey, sorry, I wasn't. Oh, for some of you guys, they were working on getting out of another relationship. And when you found it out, that got to you. 5 of Pentacles. Did you have to close the door on them because they came clean about, like, I'm hearing a Capricorn, it's like, I ain't no sneaky link, right? Like you find out that like, oh, by the way, trying to get out of this so-and-so, such and such. And you're like, whoa, wow. Yeah, right? No, thank you. You know, it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster ride. But then it's like the biggest version of buyer's remorse you can ever experience, because as soon as they made the decision, all the major arcana showed up, and it like their life completely. See, look, it's my train derailment. It's my Archer-Damas prediction that I keep seeing a train derailment coming. Okay, it's not a person train derailment. I keep seeing John D. Rockefeller's the train derailment because he missed a train back in the 1800s. Anyways, but I think it ties into a cargo train that's going to derail. It's just an Archer-Damas prediction that I keep seeing. I just keep seeing all those poor Trans Ams and the great train derailment of 1983. But Knight Rider was happy with it. But the derailment all happened for a reason. Much like how Rockefeller missing that one train, his life was saved when that train derailed. Or much like Knight Rider and the Fall Guy got a whole bunch of extra Firebirds when that train derailed. The derailments is what's Knight of Cups. The derailment's what's changing them. This is a weird energy off of them. I wouldn't have expected it to go this way either, Capricorn. This is wild. The 7th and the 14th, those dates keep jumping out at me. You or them could be born on the 7th or the 14th. Maybe the 27th, the 17th, 24th or the 4th. The 12th is here, the 1st, the 2nd, 21st, the 23rd, maybe even the 3rd. That Ace of Wands, though, they totally have to hide their feelings from you. That's the thing. 2 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Because they're like, how in the world do I go back to Capricorn and explain like, hey, yeah, sorry, I know this. It's got false start vibes written all over it because they made the wrong choice. The minute they made the wrong choice, they regretted it. And they've been feeling stuck ever since. You know what? Whatever they walked away from, whether they walked away from you for a person, a place, a mindset, the single life, a new car, whatever it was they chose over you, they regretted it the minute. This is somebody that had a hard time with the money control too, right? Like living way above their means, spending more than they should. Some of you guys did have to financially support them at one point too. Knight of Swords, though, God's been making chess moves. Like they're paying some karmic debt off. It's a runner that becomes a chaser due to a bit of karma showing up to collect for them. Two of Wands. They've been through a lot that's leading them to want to talk to you. Queen of Pentacles, that's your energy. Knight of Wands and the Devil, that's your major arcana with Six of Cups. It's a bit of their child upbringing. Like, this is how they saw their father act, so it's how they act. Or for my male Capricorns, it's how they saw their mom act. That's how they act. Three of Swords. I felt that vibe coming when I'm like, whatever they chose over you, they knew it was the wrong choice at the moment because the devil got the better of them. And whatever the temptation was, they made it look good until they didn't. So the big part about this, though, is that they can't move on. The regret that they've picked up, they can't find anyone else that really fits your build, so to speak. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that, like, they couldn't keep neglecting your heart like this. That's the problem. And they're having a hard time with how do I come back from it, but they want to. I got a feeling this Ace of Swords being the anchor point on the reading, this is what leads to a communication from them just to even test the waters. Because I do see you both are kind of like trying to forget that each other exists. The lies and the deception got to be a little bit too much. The age difference might even have been a thing on this one. So this is coming to the moment that you guys both realize you're supposed to be together, and that's why everything has been going the way it's been going. Ace of Wands, Three of Cups on the Lovers card. There's still a passion between the two of you guys. There's still a spark here. So there is a way that they'll figure out how to overcome it. So, the way that they're realizing that there's an energetical bond between the two of you guys, Two of Cups, it's the thing that's actually energizing or like it's getting to the point that they're ending the self-sabotaging ways. That's the Devil card. Not your energy, but you're the one helping them end the self-sabotaging ways. That's why we needed your major arcana to show up. Because it's not always about devil energy. You guys are the motivators in the Zodiac. That's why you're the cardinal earth sign. You're the fathers of the Zodiac. The motivation, that energetical bond is what's causing them to change all that self-sabotaging behavior. But still, it's also allowing you to start planning and setting some new boundaries. All right? Because they're finna take some action on this. Two of Cups into Temperance to come your way. They should have been more honest. But they will realize the errors of their ways that's going on in this one. So this is all leading up to the talk between the two of you guys that you've been waiting for. All right? They're learning the errors of their ways, and that's elevating them up to your level. Eight of Cups. All right? Strong mutable energy. Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra. They're all here. Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Aries, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. Everybody's here for you. Their whole chart's energy. I told you they're getting more into like birth dates, birth time, birth charts, stuff like that. It's interesting. Keep me posted on this one because the week ahead does look interesting, and I think it does continue in from last week's reading for you. So that'll be neat. Oh my God, I love reading for you, Capricorn. All right, I'll see you later this week. Please hype this reading and love the like on your way out. Leave a comment. And thank you for engaging with the channel and being here and being a part of it. I love you. All right. Doop-a-doo-doo-doop-a-da-da-da-da. Cool beans. And thank you guys. Hey, Lulu, what's up? Keep those prayers going. And we're praying too. All right. We're all in this together. We're in it for you. Hey, Heaven. What's up, Heaven Leaves? Thank you for the follow. We got, oh my goodness, the 85 on TikTok, and the 160 here. That means we're pushing 260 people on here. Thank you guys all for being here, being part of the fam too. And Mod Squad, thank you guys for everything you do for the channel too. You guys are awesome. All right. Let's roll onward into Aquarius. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's do it to it. Hey, Melissa Justice, thank you. Spinny hugs, Jennifer, what's up? All right, Aquarius, what do we want to do? Let's use, oh, yeah, okay. I want to use, I just call this one the star deck, all right? So I'm going to use this for you. All right, Aquarius, let's put you at 232.40, all right? What's up, Aquarius? How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. I think your reading's coming up like Thursday or Friday this week or something. I forget. I'll double check and I'll get it posted, but please subscribe and be a part of it, all right? All right, tap me and tune me into Aquarius energy, please, and thank you, God. Think about your person, Aquarius. All right, here we go. What do we got for Aquarius? I don't know why, but I want to say happy early birthday. It's not remotely close to your birthday season yet, but there you go. All right, what do we have for Aquarius? Please and thank you. What do we have for Aquarius? Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Hey, Robin, what up? Christina, how you doing? All right, here we go. 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the amazingly auspicious Aquarians. I would hang out with you anytime, Aquarius. Overall energy is the Hangman, 9 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Some of you guys might be Aquarius, Pisces, Cuspers. There's some strong Pisces. But the Queen of Swords shows somebody coming in peace, all right? After putting up with like their attitude or their temper, that Queen of Swords, come at me bro energy, I see them coming in a little more balanced and asking for peace offerings, all right? Some of you guys might be noticing birds lately, like flocking around you on like power lines, maybe just when you're having your morning coffee or something. All right, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords is showing up again. A lot of Page of Swords vibes. A lot of people learning their lessons. I definitely got to check and see what's coming in this week that's changing. Because it's not so much about everybody, Page of Swords, and stalking everybody else, but this is really about people learning lessons, and your person's going through it too. I think you've wished them well, and it's causing them to want to open up because you've really tried to make this work. The thing about it is, especially with the Devil card on this, 7 of Pentacles to the 7 of Cups, it's like you're at the point where that love just sucks. And you're considering becoming one of the 80% of the people in the world that no longer are interested in relationships. But it's like, it's not by your choice, but you're feeling like there's just nothing left, right? It's almost like, even if it's not by your choice, you're going to wind up staying single because you've just dealt with so many players and runners that it's literally just shattered your trust and your faith and love, right? It's got to it's got you doubting them. Page of Cups into the Fool card. Maybe like, it's almost like with everything that you've dealt with, maybe you even felt like you needed to move on because it was just like you were going to continuously get taken advantage of. Some of you guys might even have been like considering relocating, or just like maybe you're in the wrong area, or the area you're in, it's dried up. There's no more good vibes left. And it's like, you're looking for any way to not become a part of the 80% of the single world, but you're feeling like you're stuck. And then you keep thinking about them even after what they did to you, right? It's almost like in a vibes of like, well, maybe it's not that, but they put you through a lot. King of Pentacles, Page of Wands, 9 of Swords. See, it's kind of like you've been feeling their vibes a little bit more than usual lately. And they have been learning lessons, Page of Swords, in the silence, okay? So even if you've dealt with people that like have you at a point of feeling like leaving your area or moving or relocating, or for those of you that have relocated, maybe you feel like the area you've moved to is dried up and you're like, this is just not working out. Getting to the point of like, I really miss them even with what they did to me. 9 of Swords on the Page of Wands. Leo and Gemini energy is kind of strong right now. So I'm feeling like you're at a point that maybe you even had to relocate as a result of this relationship. Like some of you guys might have gotten like kicked out or thrown out or had to move out with little to no notice. Like almost like the vibes of having to live in a car or something for a minute, or getting your life on check, or moving in with family, right? But for some reason, they kept you stuck at a point until they threw you out on your own. That might be a really specific message for some of you guys, but it's like you did what you had to do, right? Give me more on that Page of Wands and the 9 of Swords, because that's got some strong energy right now on it. Could be dealing with a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius, maybe a Gemini. Five of Swords. Yeah, they left you feeling stuck until the Nine of Cups with the Magician. You had to work your way through it, right? Magician card and the Wheel of Fortune. So even with your trust shattered, it's like I'm seeing here that like it's like that there's this one person coming in that you haven't talked to in a while that really did a number on you. Five of Swords to the Nine of Cups, right? And the way that they were in the wrong direction or the wrong place at that time, that might have led to what went down between the two of you guys. It's that one person that if they would respectfully apologize or have done the work, that you would actually give them another chance, almost to the point that you're like, the world is so rough right now that I'm thinking about that person. But they're kind of going through something similar. This is the one that quite possibly, it's like if it wasn't for them making me feel like an option, or if it's like trying to get out of a relationship and some of you guys found out you were like the third party and you're like not doing that, right? It's like with that Seven of Wands, you picked up on some kind of a player vibe out of it. They really made you feel very uncomfortable, though. I mean, I could understand why you would try to move on from this. Moon card onto the Emperor, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's weird, but the moon, like, it's weird. It's Jordan Belfort vibes off the Wolf of Wall Street, like that party power player type of a thing. There was like, they had such a craving for the limelight or the power that they thought it was okay to be living this wild life. That's the one thing, though, is you haven't talked to them in a while about this one, that if they would respectfully apologize and ask for another chance, if the thing they had claimed was getting out of the way was done, you're like, maybe I would grant them a chance. Because they never let you just like be yourself. They were always so judgmental or thought they could help you or fix you or change you. But then whatever got in the way of this, for some of you guys, it could even have just been an addiction. Because, man, when they get ornery, that's the thing. And then when you found out whatever it was they were trying to hide from you, that it hadn't been taken care of the way they said it had been, it led you off on a different path. You had to heal hardcore from that. But it's getting ready to come around again. Yeah, Queen of Cups. It's some real love that comes out on this one. So you know what? The thing is here, they might totally be asking for another chance. But the thing on it is that for most of you, whatever this was they did, this would seem quite unforgivable, right? Like, even I'm feeling a little Five of Swords, resting Five of Swords face off of the vibes here, because they really should have been honest about this, right? Ace of Cups to the Chariot. Whoa, strong Cancer energy. By the way, heads up, you didn't even realize you do got somebody digital that's totally interested in you while you're thinking about this person. Side note, just letting you know. Three of Pentacles. Oh, your guardian angels are letting you know too. By the way, all right, there is, God always does leave a door open. If you do choose to close one, another one does open up. But I don't think this. If it's like if they were still involved with someone, and then when you found out, like, you couldn't forgive them for what they got, it got in the way, right? If they had been upfront with you and like, hey, look, I've got a baby daddy or a baby mama, or I'm still trying to get out of this problem, or I'm still living in this area, or something like that, you'd have been willing to like work with them. But they hit it, Moon card, and that was the problem. But the full moon in Aries is wiping this slate clean. Their energy's in the Ace of Cups. I do dig the vibes of this, because when the Ace of Cups shows up in this type of an energy, it's that they've cleared out that way and they're wanting to come in for a fresh approach. Okay. For those of you who are wanting to move on, there's a good person in your vibes right now that it'll work out really, really well. So I'm reading for two groups of Aquariuses. Okay. Now for the vibes on the ones that it is giving this person this chance here, with all this going on, it does explain why you've been thinking about them a lot. It's coming on around that full moon in Aries. It is a very powerful moon going on right now. So the moon card, that's what represents all the fears of the unknown, the unsure of how to proceed, and the stuff that they lied about, right? Like, whatever this is, though, it's it feels almost like dealing with them just ruined you as far as finding new love. And after everything that you guys have gone through, whatever it was they were keeping from you really broke you when you found out about it. But the Chariot card is what the Emperor drives into a great battle that they return victorious from. Okay? So even with what you've gone through on this one, that Page of Swords telling me that they've learned a lesson that your guardian angels have kind of force-fed them is leading them right into your doorstep. Nine of Pentacles, they're single and available. Whatever it was that got in the way of this thing really fully getting off the ground, they didn't realize how long it would take. Two of Wands, but with the Four of Swords, time apart has let them actually keep their promise. Moon card on the King of Wands, and then the Nine of Pentacles. You guys have been on each other's minds because everything you both went through, it's just been that Page of Swords teaching you guys a total way of teaching you what you guys do and don't want from each other, okay? In order to have this ability to blend both of your versions of the Ten of Cups futures into one going forward. Wow. So you guys had to go your own separate ways to learn these lessons. In order for your... No wonder it's taken so long. You don't realize it, but your prayers, your thoughts, your moon waters, your moon manifestations, however much of that you subscribe to, it's literally what's changing them and molding them. Like in English terms, like you like Dr. Pepper and they never used to, now they crave it all the time. They don't know why. Or because you don't like tomatoes, now they don't like tomatoes. You guys are changing each other. You're still going to wind up with this person. I know it. With all this major arcana, it's a change happening that you thought never would. Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, Leo, Aquarius energy. Yeah, it could be another Aquarius. Virgo, Gemini. Literally all the signs are showing up. Strong Pisces, though. As the Hanged Man pops out. I told you with the Five of Wands. Some of you guys, you're twin flames of Pisces. But just so you know, just if you were curious. If your twin flame is a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, this energy is totally tapped into you. And the stuff coming up in the week ahead is going to totally get your head tingling. Your crown chakra is going to activate. All right? You guys are molding each other into the perfect partners going forward to this one, because the time apart has totally changed you both. And I don't mean perfect like, oh my God, it's going to be a Hallmark movie going forward. But I'll tell you what, you guys will be able to confront the speed bumps that life throws at you guys in a way way different than you ever could have before. Expect an apology that you never thought would come your way. And the rewards to get you out of this Nine of Pentacles energy and head towards the reunion and the union, whichever direction you waited for to happen. Okay? I think you're the first sign that gets involved in a relationship. All right? So keep me posted on this one. All right? I do hope this helps, and I'll see you for your reading later on this week. Please like the reading on the way out. Thank you for the subscribes and the follows and the comments. All right? I love you, Aquarius. I'll talk to you later. Interesting. Just that Magician card on this. It's like you don't even realize it, but what you guys have both gone through since the beginning of this it's all been part of the whole plan. It's wild. Even the time apart, you guys are still a thing. It's weird. It's kind of cool. All right. Even for the single Aquariuses or the ones moving forward with somebody new, the lessons learned from this, they linger. They'll be there forever. It's cool. But I like that all the Aquariuses come together for some unions going forward. That's neat. You guys, you deserve it too, Aquarius. You're the water bearer. You're like a super loving air sign. That's something that Gemini and Libra cannot do. All right. I'll see you later. Okay. Onward and forward. Pisces, you ready for this? As you know, we always save the best for last here. All right. Because let's see. Pisces, you're going to be at, let's end with the shadow deck. Let's go for the blueprint. This deck's been made. What? It's on your card. The Eight of Cups, the Ascension of Jesus. Oh, this was the right time. Right. Oh, and the Hanged Man. Oh my gosh, this is your deck, Pisces. All right, let's get into it. Pisces, you're going to be at 246.46. I got to do that. That's a cool timestamp. All right, so what's up, Pisces? How you doing? Thank you so much for being here, being a part of the fam, and thank you for your patience, because even though you are the last sign, we do save the best for last here, because as you know, you are the grand finale to the fireworks display that is the Zodiac. You patiently wait through the other 11 signs, and then we come into your energy, all right? So let's dig into it, because supper's in the back seat and mama's home hungry. All right, God, give me everything you got for Pisces. Think about your person, Pisces. Because as you know, you're like basically a walking intuitive tarot reading, intuition incarnated. You're the 12th house. That's why you're so awesomeness. All right. What do we got for Pisces? What do we got for Pisces? Let's do this. Give me 2 shuffles. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the pretty, proud, powerful Pisceans. Here we go. Nice. Overall energy is the 10 of Pentacles. Virgo vibes. It does show this person is supposed to be in your life for 10 plus years. And according to your soul's blueprint, more than just an intuitive reading, when I ask God for the blueprint, it's telling me you guys got long term. Okay. Virgo energy, 3 of Wands, Aries into the 3 of Swords, 2 of Wands. After a period on this 3 of Wands, there's some time needed because the decision made needs the time to play out in order for this to move forward, okay? 3 of Swords vibes. You guys had a lot of third-party stuff that got in the way. Not just persons, but mindsets, places, and things. There was a lot. Like, I'm picking up a lot of static interference. And normally I got like a T5 top-tier line hardwired right to the divine. So let's see what's up. All right, King of Swords, the Death card, 6 of Swords. It's an ego death. Okay. The Hermit card on the Page of Cups into the Queen of Wands. They want to offer you another. They want, like the Queen of Wands, they want another chance on this. That's my girl Violet Jessup. What, you're supposed to be waiting for me in the Titanic deck with Light Taller. What are you doing? Aries energy on Cancer with the Page of Cups. They want this third chance with you, but the Hermit card shows something's keeping them on a lockdown from it. All right. It's like God's keeping you protected to make sure things are good. 6 of Swords. They gotta, like, they're being tested. You know what I mean? High Priestess. Cross watchers, earmuffs. Okay, they're not allowed to know this part. They're gonna pass the test. Okay. Any high cross watcher, what's up? Pisces misses you too. You're fine. I got you, Pisces. It's cool. Scorpio and Gemini energy is kind of strong on this thing as well, too, though. With all the static interference I'm pulling, which normally I've got, like, it's like somebody's trying to broadcast on my private carrier frequency to God because there's incoming interceptions. They're just as confused by you are about all this, 6 of Swords. It's kind of like it wasn't supposed to get to this point. You had high hopes for this, and so did they. The ego death on the King of Swords. I mean, I like the King of Swords because he thinks before taking action, but it's also a bit of an ego death. Somebody up in their feels, in their head too much. A lot of overthinking. And, you know, the King of Swords, sometimes his words can hurt. It's the judgment of Solomon on this with the King of Cups. Pisces. King of Cups with the 6 of Wands. Leo Pisces energy comes in. Knight of Swords, nice. In the 7 of Swords. This tells me, especially with the Knight of Swords, because remember, the Knight of Swords, Aquarius energy, this is the chess player, but it's God making chess moves down here that, like, even Paul the Apostle knew about. It's showing that they still see you as the person they want to be with long-term, 6 of Wands. That King of Cups, though, they really needed to focus a bit more on the self-love. They were still kind of treating you in energy because they hadn't fully gotten over some of the stuff from the past, okay? Not stuff that you did, but the way past people treated them. They still had their guard on way too much, right? Because the King of Swords is the king in the tarot yearbook that's the most likely to go through a divorce, all right? Some of you guys, there might have been some spell work being casted on this connection. Like with that 3 of Swords that was down here, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Tower card on the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you guys, it might even affected your money or your finances. But 10 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's kind of like the vibes that, like, spell work got involved on this one. Like, somebody really didn't know what they were doing with something like this, okay? Could have been like one, either maybe yours or theirs had a jealous ex that did some, like, just some evil eye magic going on in this one. Shadow card, the Hierophant on the King of Pentacles. Strong Cancer and Virgo energy comes in on this one. And the Shadow card is kind of the wild card on this one, okay? In the fact that you, in the King of Cups to the Shadow card, triggered an awakening within them that they had a hard time processing. It's a humbling, a non-biased approach. Actually be willing to take a little bit of your advice, your help, your offering. Hear things from your perspective. Because the Hierophant, which is the artist formerly known as the High Priest, okay? The thing on this is that with that High Priest, he takes everything, like all things into perspective from a non-biased approach. Instead of them just figuring they knew what was the best, like they never opened up to see things from your perspective. That's why you guys were on different levels that needed to be balanced out in order for them to learn how to really make you feel like they really do cherish having you in their life. Shadow card on the King of Cups. Pisces energy, Cancer energy. Scorpio's here. Aquarius is strong. Virgo, Gemini. We've got Aquarius and Leo. And more Pisces. Could be another Pisces for some of you guys. Oh, Aries too. Sorry. And I got some strong cusper energy. Some of you guys are either Pisces Aquarius cuspers or Pisces Aries cuspers. King of Wands, Sagittarius has entered the chat on the Moon card. And you guys, the dreams you two are having are intense about each other. So they couldn't keep treating you like you were just another part of their friend circle, right? When you agree to give your heart to somebody like you did, Pisces, that does kind of put it in a different perspective, that you guys get into your own little world. But for them to get you to the point that you felt like Queen of Swords, that you were less of a partner and more of an employee or a friend, some of you guys, it was a situationship or something. But it's what left you feeling like Daniel in the lion's den, alone and isolated on your own. You know, they do have some attention-seeking behavior problems, don't they? Give me more on this King of Wands, this Queen of Swords, because it's kind of like, the thing about it is that they are so used to having drama in their relationships that they fully hadn't King of Cups healed from, that they treated you in a way that they shouldn't have, right? Because you weren't doing that to them, but they were really closed off to guarding. They had been through some serious trauma. Two of Cups. Judgment on the Tower card. You did trigger their awakening. The Eight of Cups. We're back full circle to the first card I saw in this deck. That it is about the ascension of your guys' connection and the ascension of, you totally activated their heart chakra. This could be a deep twin flame soulmate connection, or even wilder, twin soul, in that you've dealt with your twin flame once already, and you tried going for a soulmate, right? And then the soulmate almost mirrored the twin flame vibes, and then it's like, this goes on the level to clear out all the previous energies. All right. It's the biggest thing about this. They had to, because they hadn't fully healed from the drama of their past relationships, it bled into this one, Tower card on the Judgment card. And so they hadn't fully healed from it. But with this Two of Cups, the bond of David and Jonathan, especially with the High Priestess, it shows they still want to be with you. They still want to marry you. Some of you guys might have seen a picture of a ring or showed them a picture of a ring, or the movie The Ring, which even that girl, she climbed out of the well too. I mean, it took her 7 days, but she did it. Somebody's into Hollywood horror movies or Halloween movies going down. It's that time of year. The ghosts are having a fun time right now. But the High Priestess on the Two of Cups shows them awakening to the connection. So I know behind the scenes they might look just hunky-dory and doing fine, but the High Priestess on the Two of Cups, they're actually in an energy right now that they are really kind of mad with themselves for never working with you on things more. It's like the trust never fully got established, right? And it led to, regardless of how long this relationship was or wasn't or lasted or did or didn't, it got to a point that it never really got a real chance. They never really took time to get to know you, right? And there was so much of them that was closed off that sometimes you were nervous you didn't even know them. Some of you guys could be born on the 2nd, the 22nd, the 16th, the 7th, the 9th is here too. Ace of Swords, that's the hey text. See, y'all want to talk, but there's something between the two of this, but it still brings us full circle, like Eight of Cups on the Hangman. All right. So I really feel like on this Hangman, especially with the Moon card showing up, is that they're fearing that you don't want to talk to them or can't talk to you for some reason. Two of Cups. But on this Tower card, it's a rebuild to establish a solid connection from what they're going through. They're paying off some karmic debt. And that's the biggest thing here, is that something that's in the way of this it's the time apart, though, is giving them the time to address their own issues in order for the two of you guys to work things out together. Two of Cups. Strong water energy on this, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Look, even Death card, Moon card, but Leo's here, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini and Virgo, Libra, more Virgo, more Aquarius too, more Scorpio, strong Cancer energy, strong Aquarius, and Leo energy too. So the whole thing is here is that this way it's going to give them the time to address their issues in order for you two to work things out better. Like just clear, calm communication, right? Doesn't have to always go moon card on the situation. Sometimes you just like to talk, you know? That here's the thing on this is that this will allow you guys to work things out in a better perspective. It's going to be so much better this time around that you'll be kind of pleasantly surprised because you will get the opportunity to trust each other again going forward. Okay. The time allowing to play this out is like, it's kind of the energy of like the New York incident, the Titanic in the New York, right? The ship that as Titanic was pulling out on her maiden voyage, it was drawn into her side and a tugboat got in the way. But if the tugboat hadn't gotten there and it had been allowed to hit the Titanic wouldn't have wound up in the Atlantic Ocean on April 14th, right? You guys had in your guys' life, the New York hit the Titanic. So it's prevented a major sinking of the Titanic happening further on down the line. So it all makes sense too, once you guys get to this opportunity to elevate and make it through the tower moment. All right. So I hope that helps. And I love you. I'll see you later on this week for your individual reading. And please hype, like, and leave a comment down below. And until then, I love you, Pisces. All right. We did it, guys. Made it. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to the mods. And thank you to each and every one of you for being here, being a part. Please subscribe, hype the video, like the channel, and check out the Archer link tree. It'll take you to all the links to all the playlists, platforms, interviews, base covers, music, and more. All right. And thanks for being a part of this, you guys. Thank you, Mod Squad. I love you guys too. And until next time, I'll see you then. But until then, spinny hugs, peace and love.